Hey everybody, this is Mike with the Catch-All, back again with another episode. Today I have Mason Hall with me, and we're just going to get into it.
How's it going?
What's going on, man?
Not too much, just hanging out, and I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, man. So you're born in Yakima?
Yeah, I just turned 30 this year.
Okay.
I was born here in Yakima, and grew up in Sela, and
Lived here your whole life?
no, so I graduated from here, like from Sela,
Mm-hmm.
then went to Wenatchee Valley to play baseball,
Okay.
and then came back home, and then I went down to Fort Lauderdale, Florida
Okay.
for a year,
Okay.
and came back.
Nice. Did you go to college or anything?
Yeah, I went to Wenatchee.
Oh, okay.
And then I didn't finish there because I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then I went back to school twice after that because I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but then didn't do that either.
When you're that age, it's kind of hard
Yeah.
because everything sounds so good, I guess, on paper
Yeah.
until you start doing it, and you're like, hey, I don't want to
Exactly.
do this.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. I was going to go to school after I graduated. I was going to go to school for HVAC,
Mhm.
and I did like an apprenticeship and realized that fuck that.
Yeah.
I hate crawling under houses.
Yeah.
Sounds
No.
like I mean, they make decent money,
Yeah.
and it's a year-round gig.
Did you go to Perry for it?
I was going to.
You're going to?
I didn't sign up or anything. So
Yeah.
what I did is after I graduated, I worked for this place in town for a little while because I asked one of my buddies who was actually in the HVAC program. I was like, "Hey man, how do you like HVAC?" He's like, "It's okay. It's not really what I thought it was going to be.
Mhm.
It's a lot of grunt work at first, which I get. You
Yeah.
got to learn everything." But he was going to Perry for it, and then I was like, "Hey, do they have like an apprenticeship program?" He's like, "No, but I know a couple guys that are looking for people that they can teach you,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like an apprentice." And I was like, "Okay, cool, hook me up." So he called one of his buddies. He let me know. I got into contact with the owner of this business. He said, "Yeah, come on out, man.
Mhm.
Come work for me." So I worked for him for like, I don't know, about 6 months, gave it a try, and just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
The thing that really killed me was having to crawl underneath like an 80-year-old house out in Weispawn.
Hard pass.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, 8 inches, maybe 10 inches
Yeah.
of space,
Hard
crawling,
pass.
like just spelunking in those caves, like those cave show
Yep.
movies or those shows that you see and they're like barely going through. That's what it felt like. And then there's like spiders and fucking bugs and shit all over you. And you're just like in coveralls. Like, I hope none of these are black widows and they bite me.
Yeah,
and
no,
kill me.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I like my desk job.
Yeah, I don't. It wasn't for me, and I'm glad I didn't spend all that money to
Mhm.
get into it. And then like, yeah, fuck this, because then
Yeah.
I'd be 2 years out on tuition, or I'd have to go through it honestly, and then not want to do it, and then I
Yeah.
just wasted that. I guess I could have opened a business and had someone work for me, but you kind of need clients and shit to be able to do
Yeah.
that, so
Yeah.
and money.
Oh yeah.
If you're not working, you're not making any money. so.
Yeah. You got to have that capital to put in.
Yeah, exactly. So that kind of went to the wayside, but now I'm just delivering shit for
I love it.
job now.
I love it.
410s. I mean, it's not bad.
No, not at all. And so,
So-
yeah, because I do the 7:30 to 4:30.
Yeah, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, desk jobs. I've kind of been on the fence about getting a desk job.
Mhm.
I mean, I like the idea of not destroying my body,
Yeah. That is very true.
but sometimes I like, especially my job, I drive around Ellensburg and Kittitas 4 days out of the week, and it's nice
Yeah.
being out on your own, not having anybody like breathing down your neck or, doing all the shit. But at the same time, I'm 36 and I feel older than
Oh,
36.
I feel that. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I love the people that I work with.
Yeah.
I mean, they're awesome people. And, because I've been there for almost 9 or 10 years.
Damn, you're vested then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
Hey man, obviously it's a pretty decent job. If they're paying you decent, they take care of you good enough.
You have someone at your door.
I do have someone at my door. Who the hell is at my door? Sorry, guys. Oh, it's Bible people.
No way.
Should we get them in here?
That would be
That would be fucking hilarious. Nah, let's not fuck with them. It's 3 young kids. I don't want to fuck with 3 young. If it was one single guy, then maybe.
Be like, dude, come on in for the pod.
I have an extra mic in there.
Dude, that would be the sickest drop in.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these days if something like that happens again. I can't. There's 3 of them. I don't have enough room for 3 people. That would be so crazy. Right?
And then they can all share mics.
That'd be crazy. Nah. They're going to try and get me to sell. They're trying to sell me on God. I'm already there, bro. You don't need to sell me. Anyways, crazy. So you've been working there for 9 years, almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Right. Treat you pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
That's good.
Yeah, we have a pretty close and tight knit group.
Yeah.
At work, and yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been there for a long time, so
yeah,
we're all been close with it.
It's a Yakima job? Is it here in Yakima?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's nice when you don't have to travel very far, for work. I know one of my wife's cousins, I don't know if he's still there, but he lives here in Selah, has to drive out to fucking Hanford every day.
Oh, shit.
It's a shitty drive, man. I mean, they pay decent money.
Yeah.
And they got good benefits, good retirement, and all that shit.
Too, and you're just always on the road.
What's your...
That's like 3 hours driving.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
A day.
Yeah. No.
I'm out.
I drive 26 to 30 minutes a day for my job there and then on the way back.
Yeah.
I hate that drive.
Yeah.
It's a shitty drive. There's nothing to look at between Ellensburg and Selah.
No. I mean, but at least it's all freeway.
It is all freeway.
That
which
was
is nice.
So it takes me about like 20 minutes just to get from Selah to Yakima.
Yeah.
But it's all through Selah First Street, all Yakima First Street.
And you live here in Selah?
Yeah.
Okay. And you graduated from Selah?
Yep.
2013, you said?
Yep, 2013.
I'm trying to think if I know anybody from that age. I know quite a few people, but I don't think I know anybody from that age. Anyways.
Yep.
Let's move on. So you used to have a podcast.
Yeah, dude. It was...
Tell me about that.
So July 1st, 2020 is when I launched Loaded Bases.
Okay.
And that all started kind of when COVID hit, and then baseball ended for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I wanted to kind of bring it to me.
Yeah.
So not selfishly, because I wanted to document it and give it to everyone else, like who also was out.
Yeah.
I like baseball. And then and then I just started doing tons of research, and I want to do it right. And for some reason, I love Excel sheets.
Yeah.
So I planned this whole thing out and just check marked everything off. And then before the July 1st launch date, I had 17 episodes done, edited, ready to go.
Damn.
And then I had 17 weeks for those just to go out.
Yeah.
And then those 17 weeks, I can just see how
kind of give
everything
you
works.
A buffer.
And then I could push it wherever I want that content to go.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It was
hell yeah.
It was pretty sick.
17 episodes. See, I had 2 episodes before I launched my first one.
Yeah, dude.
Well, my idea at first was to get 10.
Yeah.
But I had already launched my first episode, the introduction. I think if I would have waited longer.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is with everybody being so busy.
Yeah.
Obviously it's probably a little simpler with certain people during COVID, because a lot of people weren't working.
Yep.
With now, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying it was easy or anything. But I know now it's hard to get people to their schedules to mesh up.
Yeah.
Because the only time I can do it basically is after 4
Mm-hmm.
during the week. I could do it on the weekends, but a lot of people, they don't want to spend 2-3 hours with me on the weekends. They want to go out and hang out with their family or go out in the mountains or travel or whatever the hell they want to do, which is great. I've had a couple of people come on the weekends, which is awesome, and I appreciate it, guys. But it's kind of tough because I work until 3-ish.
Mm-hmm.
My wife gets off at 4, and I need one of us to watch the kids while we do this.
Yeah.
So basically after 4 o'clock is the reason why that is.
Yep.
With the exception of Tuesdays because we have Awana, and that's at 6:30. So
Yeah.
can't really, from 2 to 6:30, time crunch.
Yep.
And I don't want to like stifle anybody. Like, hey man, we only got an hour to do this. Let's make it worth our while and come in and bullshit. I mean, if it ends up being an hour, perfect.
Yeah.
But I don't want to like, hey man, I got to cut you off. We got to get going here soon.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't think it's fair.
Yep.
Especially if someone has anything to say.
Yeah.
But so you started the podcast. You had 17 episodes. What kind of was your idea about the podcast? Did you want to do like just kind of like information wise, like you talking to the camera kind of thing, or did you want to do like interviews with people?
Yeah. So I planned on doing having a guest like every episode.
Yeah.
And then I guess I just wanted to just ask questions about like how they got to like where they are and like what steps they took and just basically whatever they wanted to. And then then as I was doing these episodes, there was one episode early on where I started to I started the episode, and then one of my guests, his name's Tiger Peterson, and so then he stopped me, and then he asked me like, "Why are you nervous? I mean, just like relax." I'm like, "Dude, I'm good. And then he was like, "You're still nervous. Like, why are you nervous?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, it's because so and so, your brother's with Jock Peterson, and then like all this stuff." And then he goes, "You know what? Like, we are just normal people that just have badass jobs.
Yeah,
and that's it." So then
a lot of people know.
Yeah, exactly.
And watch.
yeah. So then, then we restarted that, and then from there it was just like
smooth sailing.
It was just like having a conversation with like me and you.
Yeah,
that's it. And
see, it obviously like talking to somebody. I mean, I've never had to talk. I've only met like one or two like celebrities or anybody of high profile, and both times fairly like nervous because you don't want to say the wrong thing or give them the wrong impression. Like, hey, so and so doesn't like me because I stepped on their foot or some stupid shit, So obviously I get that, the jitters and stuff. And even just talking to you and me, man, like every single episode I've had, I've gotten a little bit of jitters just always. Because like I'm putting myself out there.
It's like the excitement, like ready to go, like being anxious and then just not knowing like how it's going to go and just let it go.
It is. It's kind of tough because I already have like anxiety. So like, but this is kind of more, this is almost soothing to me to do this because you're talking to someone, you're letting it out kind of thing. But I can only imagine like trying to do that with someone of
it was
high profile.
It was pretty nerve wracking at first.
Yeah.
But then it just goes on from there.
So your first few episodes, did you have any like high profile people or was it kind of more smaller local people?
So the first episode I did was with a guy named Alec Palmer.
Okay.
And he actually so he worked for a company at the time called Momentum.
Okay.
And they are owned by Trevor Bauer. Okay. And so then during COVID, they started like producing more and more like baseball content, like behind the scenes of the game. And and then they'd have more like stuff to like learn more about the person than just playing. And then and then I reached out to Alec, and then because he was their head of marketing.
Okay.
And I just asked him like straight up like, how do I do this?
Mm-hmm. And
he was like, I will write it all out for you.
Nice.
Super nice guy.
Hell yeah.
So then then I did my first episode with him.
Okay.
And then I was very like particular with like my editing. But then I look back at it and I think it's shitty. It is probably one of the worst episodes I've ever done.
Yeah.
But
you're starting. You're green at that point. You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
Which is which is to be expected, I guess.
Oh, for sure.
Unless you're have some type of background, I guess, in that field,
Yeah,
like
no.
editing or video or anything
Nothing.
like that. Which,
Nothing.
if you don't, like I don't, my
Yeah.
first couple episodes probably sound like shit compared to the ones now.
Oh, yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
And eventually everything will get upgraded.
Exactly.
Eventually,
Oh,
if
yeah.
I decide to keep it going,
Yeah.
and it might sound better, but overall theme should be the same, right?
Yeah. 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 It was, I mean, because I had this goal. I mean, I was going to put, because I'm like Spotify, Alexa, Amazon, YouTube,
Everything.
you name it. Like, that's where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And then I just wanted, I mean, I just had a big goal and I was trying to push hard for it.
Mhm.
But then when I realized that I just want to like have fun with it and just record, don't edit, post,
Yeah.
and just cruise with it. And that was when it got to like another level.
Yeah. It was more genuine, sounded better.
Yeah.
Just overall. The
Yeah.
vibe was there.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It was say because I ended up with how many episodes? 86 episodes.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. That was
Over a span of how many years?
July 2020. And I posted my last one in March of this year.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So you just stopped doing it not
Yeah.
that long ago.
Yeah, because there was a big gap towards the end, like when my son was born.
Oh, okay.
And then
That makes sense.
I just didn't really want to do it anymore.
Well, not only that, but brand new kid
Yeah.
takes up a lot of time.
Yep.
Anybody that's been a parent knows that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
they give you time off when you have kids now.
Oh, yeah. I took all that time off.
Fuck yeah, I did too. When I had my first one, they didn't have that.
Mhm.
So I took like 4 days off.
Yeah.
My second one, I was like, I'm going to take like a month off here and then like a month off later on,
Mhm.
a month off later on. My wife's like, nope, we're all doing all 3 months right now.
Damn.
Like, shit. But then I looked at the time and I'm like, oh shit, it's hunting season, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go
Yep.
do this shit. So I got to go hunting a lot and got paid for it.
Hell yeah.
Not complaining.
Hell no.
So, but it was fun. But
Yeah.
I enjoyed, I enjoyed it. It was nice to be able to do that. I'm glad we have that now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because then we have that bonding time. And then,
Yep.
of course, mom needs help.
Yep.
Mom needs help. And, of course, you don't want to give your kid away to, someone else. I mean, obviously, most of the people that are coming by around that time are either
Yeah.
really close friends or family.
Yeah.
But your dad.
Yep.
Bonding time should be with mom and dad.
Yep.
Not just mom or dad.
Yep.
Which is very important.
Yep.
Especially to kids' development. People don't think that bonding that first couple of weeks or months or whatever is that important, but it is.
It matters.
It's super
It matters a lot.
important. Yeah. So, how many kids you have?
One.
One?
He just turned 2. His name's Malcolm.
Oh, nice.
He is named after the guy that's on your shirt.
Mac Miller.
Yes, sir.
Love Mac Miller. Oh,
Yep.
rest in peace, Mac.
Yep. I have probably 3 or 4 Mac Miller tattoos.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I love Mac Miller, man. When I found out he passed away, man, I was super devastated.
Yep.
He's just one of my. I've liked him ever since Kids, or even
Mhm.
before Kids.
Yep.
And that's just like his first album I listened to was Kids, and then I listened to some older stuff. Then there's a couple underground things I've heard online, and then all the way up into his newest stuff, and it's just like
Yep.
the consistency that guy had.
Yep.
And like he kept his vibe the same. He
Yep.
never tried to impress anybody. He just did his thing.
I
And
think
everybody was like,
I think the only thing different that he did like throughout the career is maybe like lower his tone of voice.
mhm.
I think when you rap, but then
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. I've seen some of his
It was
freshman tapes and stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, fire.
And that guy that
House
thinks he can
of
think
Fire.
off the cuff,
Yup.
dude. I can't think of shit, dude.
Yeah, no.
I'm not even close. That's why I give some of those guys so much prop. People are like, oh, they're just celebrities, they're rappers or whatever. There's not talent. And I'm like, okay, well then you come off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You say something right off
I
the
couldn't
head.
even. Hell no.
I'm gonna give you a beat, and then you just say 20 bars right now, and I want them all to rhyme and make sense.
Yeah, no.
Can't do it.
My brain does not work that way
No, fuck no.
at all.
I can barely make certain things rhyme
Yeah.
or make sense to the normal stuff I'm saying half the time. So, yeah, it was a kind of a shitty deal. Podcast.
Yeah, dude.
Back to the podcast. Because I'm super interested in that. It was kind of cool. You
Yeah.
had some big names on there, didn't you?
A few. Yeah. I mean, they could just be big to me because I always like looked up to them.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, every guest that I had was different,
Yeah.
and they're all big in their own ways.
Yeah.
And say a few that were considered the bigger ones. I mean, like that people might know being from here. I had Dave Sims. He's one of the broadcasters for the Mariners,
Okay.
and yeah, he was a super good guy, and
I'm sure a lot of people that are Mariners fans
yeah,
would know who that guy is.
yes sir,
Yeah.
Dave Sims. He's a
Pretty cool dude.
Yeah, and then JJ Putz. He used to pitch for the Mariners as well.
Okay.
Let's see.
For those of you that are listening audio right now, he's scrolling through his
I'm trying to find
podcast list to
the
see.
big people. Dallas Braden. He pitched for the Oakland A's.
Okay.
He had a perfect game actually as well, and then he does on the side. He has a podcast. Well, he was with Barstool Sports,
Mhm.
and then now he's off. I think they're with DraftKings now.
Oh wow.
But yeah, and then I had him, and then the next episode was Zach Hampel.
Okay.
He's the guy that catches all the baseballs.
Mhm.
And that's his whole job.
Wow.
So just go get baseballs.
I mean, shit.
And then he records it.
You're right down there on the field.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then he's a fan. So and then he travels, and he has gotten a ball in over like every baseball game that he's been to since like 1994. And he's caught in like 3,000th hits and all this, and he knows exactly who to be. It's insane.
He's just
Yeah.
He's got it down to a science.
Yeah, but he's a very out there person,
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't like that. So people hate on him so much. But he's, I don't know.
No matter who
He's
you
all right.
are, someone's going to hate you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't matter. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
That's why I keep telling people, man, even if I don't like you or someone
Yeah.
else doesn't like you, someone will like you. So continue being yourself, because you got to
100%.
find your people.
100%.
You're going to find your people. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can't be friends with everybody as much as you want to be.
Yeah.
It's just do you, man.
Oh, yeah.
And your people will come.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, no,
So I have no
there's a lot more.
I have no quarrels with people being themselves.
Yeah.
And
Good.
out there. And it's one of those things, like, people may not like him for various different reasons, but who cares?
Yeah.
Those people don't matter, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, and then probably Ben Verlander. He's his brother Justin Verlander pitcher for the Astros, and then he's married to Kate Upton.
Oh, wow.
And then Ben.
Lucky bastard.
Oh yeah. But yeah, those are just
wow,
a
that's
few.
cool, man. So you got a couple of big names in there that you got to talk to and just kind of bullshit with.
Yeah.
Were any of them like in person, or were a lot of them just over the?
All of them are on. I just streamed,
Okay.
and because I would record them live, which would go onto like Twitter and all that stuff,
Yeah,
and then just
that's cool.
yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
I think I used StreamYard. That's what I
Okay.
used. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. I loved it.
Yeah, I was looking at StreamYard to do because I have a couple friends. Like I have a friend that lives in California. His name's Stefan, but he's from Yakima. And I bullshitted with him one time, and he's like, "Yeah, come on, bro." I'm like, "Well, how?" And then I was like, so I was looking at StreamYard and like Riverside, another one, and trying to figure out how we could do that. Eventually, we'll do like one like that.
Yeah.
Might even do it live. Who knows? We'll
Yeah.
see. Be
So yeah,
fun.
because once I figured out just that I could record with anyone anywhere,
Yeah,
I just opened up my
it's unlimited now.
yeah.
Talk to whoever you want. Whoever that wants to come on and talk to you.
Yeah. There was because like when I was first starting out, it was I would probably send out 100 plus DMs a day
Yeah,
to people, and then I would
sounds like
get-
me.
yeah, it was 100 to it was insane, and then I would get like 2-3 responses.
Yeah,
Hyped. I was so excited
yeah,
because then that would be like 2 more weeks of trying,
right.
or 3 more weeks of trying.
Yeah,
And then just keep going, and then I would ask them to get me a guest, and
yeah.
then that's just how
We'll see when
those
like
went out.
you and I started talking. Then
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, let's do this."
Yeah.
I got super excited. I wrote your name down in my phone. Pretty much anybody that I've messaged since I started this thing, or
Yep.
even right before I started it, and they showed any type of interest,
Yep.
they're in my phone.
100%.
And I message them every once in a while, like,
Yeah.
hey, just so you know, I'm still, and I got a couple guys that are kind of lined up, but our schedules. So
Yeah.
we're trying to make it work.
Yep.
So eventually, I know out of all the people, I should have my brother on already, but he lives in Moses Lake. So he was here 2 weekends ago, but we had people staying the week, staying the weekend with us. So they stay with my mom. So we didn't make that work, but eventually we will.
Yeah.
But yeah. And right now my emphasis on this podcast, and eventually I might venture out, would just be like local people. But right now it's been like Yakima Sila.
Yeah.
I like to maybe be able to do like a broader spectrum. So maybe like Yakima Valley, or maybe even just like Washington would be cool. Cause we're technically all locals, I guess, of Washington State or PNW.
Yep.
So I'm not outside the realm of, doing that as well. So it's one of those things. Maybe. And I've even thought about doing another episode or another podcast. I'm doing too much at the moment. I need to just settle down, but I have so many ideas in my head. I thought it'd be cool maybe one day to do like one where I have people come over and we cook. Like we film ourselves cooking something. Just like a new recipe we've never done before. Me and my guest cooking, bullshitting in the kitchen, and then probably get like the mics.
Lav mics, yeah.
And then sit down either in here or in the kitchen and record us eating and just bullshitting.
Yep.
I think it'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't know what it would be called yet, and I don't know if there's anything like that. I'm sure there is, but I like cooking. I like food, as you can tell from my little belly.
Oh, same. Same.
But so I thought it'd be kind of cool, just to get some foodies on.
Yeah,
I mean, they could be local. They can be from wherever.
Yeah.
I don't care. And I could go to their house. I don't give a shit. It'd be kind of a cool idea. I always thought.
Yeah.
But focusing on this right now. Maybe if this doesn't pan out, or if I get more time, maybe I can do that too. But it's hard just to get people to commit in the first place.
Yeah, that's the I mean, because when I would ask people, and I would just say like that I work from here to here, any other time I'll be there. Yeah. And then they just give me time and go for it.
And I have no problem bringing because there's not much of a setup, taking my stuff up to someone's house. Yeah. If they feel uncomfortable coming here, I have no problem doing it in the comfort of their own home. Yeah. The only thing is, this is not completely sound proof or anything. Yeah. But I have some soundproofing stuff in here to help with a little bit of the echo. Cause I don't know, my first couple episodes were real echoey and I've had to edit all that shit out. Oh yeah. It's not as bad now. It's a lot more doable. The only damn thing is this wall right here. Yeah. It's exterior wall. You can hear that car coming up right now. Yep. So, and then I have a air conditioner on the outside right here. And when it kicks on, it's loud. So I edit all that shit out. So a lot of people don't even hear that. And luckily I found noise gates and stuff like that to figure out how to reduce all that stuff on the audio. But sometimes it still messes with the audio a little bit, so I have to tweak it, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So
this is a sweet setup.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I'll
a lot of work.
I'll show you what I had.
Okay.
And take after this, and
I'm down.
I like yours.
Appreciate it. Yeah, this whole thing started as something else, and then it kind of evolved into what it is now, and now it's just kind of a backdrop.
I love it.
Eventually, I like to get a PC or something put on there.
Yeah.
But I just don't have the money for a PC. I was looking at a couple online, and just starter ones are $500-$600 for a decent one.
Yep.
This laptop was $100 from a buddy.
See, that's a deal.
It works.
That's a deal.
The only thing that sucks is when I'm editing video. Audio is not that bad, but video, when I'm editing video, it gets real choppy.
Yeah.
So I have to watch it a couple times and make sure it's my computer and not the actual video chopping.
Yeah.
But so far it's been okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I think, cause I was going to do, like video too, but then, I bought a MacBook Pro in 2013 and I used it for hard, like used it hard for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And then it just wouldn't work for videos.
Ah.
So I was like, like I'll just take whatever the video was.
Yeah.
Don't even edit it. Just throw it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And just roll with it.
I mean, it's kind of nice because it's raw.
Yeah. But then once I found, StreamYard, that was
way better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right now I just use OBS to record video because it's free.
Yeah.
And I use CapCut because it's free.
Yep.
To edit everything, put it together with the audio, and then do the intro and outro and all that shit. And then just Audacity for the audio.
Yeah.
So all that shit's free.
Yeah.
I mean, why pay for it if it works the same as? I mean, I don't need Adobe Premiere or anything. Eventually, maybe.
Yeah.
If it's get a better camera and better equipment, then sure, why not? But right now, this is just for fun.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I did. I think I used Podbean as my RSS feed.
Yeah, right now I'm using Buzzsprout.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Buzzsprout.
So, yeah.
And it kicks it out to everything.
Yep.
It's so nice. The only thing it sucks is it's audio only. So when I hook it up, it automatically sends an audio file to YouTube. But I have a video now, so I have to go in and delete the audio file and re-upload the video, which is fine. Except for the other day, I saw that I uploaded the video, and then like 2 days later, after I deleted the audio one, it re-uploaded the audio one.
Oh, weird.
So I had to go in there, and I was like, "What the hell?" So I had to delete it again. I was like, "What the hell? This is dumb." But
yeah,
it is what it is. At least it's on there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
At least I don't have to worry about it being on there.
Yeah,
it was just kind of weird, but
yeah, there was a. So yeah, there was, and see, like doing the podcast, that was a good time.
Yeah,
there was I bet tons and tons of people, and I still talk to
80 something episodes. You said, damn, that's a lot. Hoping eventually I'll get up there. I'd like to see triple digits one day, but trying to be realistic. I'm only hitting double digits today.
Yeah.
You're my 10th episode, which is great.
Hey, that's huge.
It is, man.
That is huge.
It is.
I think a lot of people only get to like 5 episodes, and then they're like, well, I'm not getting results.
Yeah.
So then they just stop it.
Yeah, I'm not doing it for results.
Hell no. I'm to just do it because
I'm doing it for fun.
Yeah.
I have a couple friends that are religious listeners, and I have some friends that have listened to 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And then I have other people that I'm friends with that haven't seen a single one,
which
is fine.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe not be for them because not everybody are podcast listeners.
Yeah.
I wasn't for a long time until I found ones that I liked. And then I was like, yeah, this is my shit right here. Yep. And then being on the road for 10 hours a day, I got to do something.
Yep.
And the one thing I do have that they give us is being able to listen to our headphones.
Mm-hmm.
So I listen to music at the beginning of the day, usually to get myself pumped up for the day.
Yeah.
And then podcasts.
Yep.
Or lately I've been on audiobooks just because like.
Oh yeah, dude. I actually listened to a Mac Miller audiobook.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like a biography or something?
Yeah. 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 I was
was it on
last week? No, it was on Spotify.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I have Spotify. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the there's tons and tons of audiobooks on the Spotify now.
Oh. I've been listening to just podcasts and songs. I didn't know there's audiobooks.
Oh yeah, dude, there's tons.
I downloaded Audible because they had three free months for 99 cents or something like that, or the first 3 months for 99 cents. So I did that, and you get like a credit a month.
Yep.
So I got like a couple different books, and then I was online one day. I can't remember where I was at. It was like maybe it was like a reel or something like that on Facebook, and it was like my 10 favorite books or something like that. And I looked at it and I was going through them, and some of them are like sci-fi superhero ones. So and they were free on Audible, and I was like, well, shit, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And it's four books. The first one I just finished. The first one was like 84 hours. And I was like, damn. And the second one I think is like 68 hours. And I just started that one like 2 days ago. So,
jeez.
But it's called Superpowereds. It's kind of a weird one.
Yeah.
But I'm invested now, so I have to finish it.
Yep.
I gave it a try. It's basically about there's 3 different types of people in the world. There's regular people like you and I. There's powereds, which are basically like superhero people,
Mhm.
but they have powers, but they can't control their powers. And there's called supers, where they can control their powers. So normal people and supers are fine. Powered people are looked down on because they can't control their powers, so they cause like destruction and shit.
You know, that's giving me the Incredibles vibe
Yeah,
because they're called supers.
yeah.
And then Jack, he can't control his powers.
Kind of the same.
Yeah.
And then they're doing an experiment where they did some type of operation to help these certain powereds become supers. They don't know if there's any side effects or anything yet,
Mhm.
and they go to a school that teaches supers how to become superheroes. And it's kind of an interesting book.
Yeah.
You know, and it follows a group of, I think, 5 different people. They're all roomed together, but then they all have their own separate like lives, little stories
Mhm.
on them and stuff. Some of it's kind of corny, you know, but it's fun. So, and I'm not really into superheroes too much.
Yeah.
Like there's certain superheroes I like. But this one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's fun. Like I said, I'm invested. I already finished the first book. I'm like, well, shit, there's 3 more books. So I have to see how it ends.
Grind that shit out.
I have to see how it ends. So
Yep.
it's another 200 hours, I think I have on
Oh
it.
God.
I don't have to read it though. So it's fine.
Yeah.
But at 10 hours a day, I mean,
That's a long time.
that's less than a month.
That's true.
4 books in less than a month.
True.
That's not bad.
No,
You know, and people are like, oh, you're not reading it. You're not getting the full thing. And I'm
I
like,
would
well,
rather listen to it because I can understand.
Well, reading it and listening to it, they have the same effect
Yeah.
because you're not seeing it. You're imagining it. Either way, it doesn't matter if I'm reading it or you're reading it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the voices might be different, especially if they're acting out the voices. You might think that this girl sounds like this instead of like this or whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, shit, it's the same thing,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, you're not reading the words, I guess, but yeah, I already know how to read.
Yeah.
Maybe not very well, but I know
Reading
how
is
to read.
tough. Words are hard,
Especially if you went to SELA like us.
dude. That's what I'm saying.
So, all right. So, this for people that can see, and for those that can't see, let me describe it to you.
Yeah, I want to hear your description on this.
Well, this is a baseball bat, a wooden baseball bat that at the end, I don't know how he's attached this, but he has put a putter head at the end of a baseball bat. So you hold it like a normal bat, but when you put it down onto the ground, obviously, it acts just like a putter for golf. And he's got this thing patented now, or on it's working.
It's as of today, we're now patent pending.
And today's September 26, 2024. So
Yeah,
now you got a poor boy's patent on the episode.
I have a poor boy's patent from the first hour.
Oh, really?
Or 2 hours of
Send yourself a
me thinking
letter.
about this. Yep.
Yeah.
I did 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time I ever heard that, I was 18. A guy told me, he's like, if you ever get a patent, I don't know how it came up. I can't remember even his name, but he said, excuse me. Wow. He said, if you ever get an idea, write as much information as you can, seal it in a folder, and then take it to the post office
Mm-hmm.
and then send it to yourself and do not open it. Because
Yep.
when they send it to the post office, they stamp it with
That
the
is
date.
illegal.
And then when it
Yeah.
comes back to you, do not open it, because as soon as you open it, that's null and void. You have to keep it sealed and then put it somewhere safe. That way, if for some
Yep.
reason you see the same item that you have created and someone else has created it, as long as their patent isn't older than yours, you may be entitled to some type of royalty if that thing takes off. And obviously there's different legal jargon here and there about that. And some people may fight it in court, and that's fine. But you have proof without beyond a reasonable doubt that you came up with that idea, at least in a written form, before anybody else did.
Yeah.
Is my understanding of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. There was a, I know that, but then, because I've been doing a lot of research on how to do the patents and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And also I mean, because if you can also patent a idea of an already patent idea.
Hmm.
You just have to, it's like you have to, there's a whole thing that you have to do, but you can add patents onto an actual.
So you have to basically almost like improve it or something,
Yeah,
or add
yeah.
something
Yep.
to it.
Yeah.
So like a lava lamp, if I wanted to, I don't know, do something different to it.
Yeah.
And add it as a patent, that's something that you can possibly do.
Yeah.
As long as it was something that was viable.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Turn on the lava lamp and it plays music. Oh shit, you see that?
See? Now the ideas can be taken.
Yeah.
But
Nope,
yeah,
it's on here. It's on this episode.
yeah, there was a I was so yeah, cuz I played baseball my whole life, and then as of a few years ago I started golfing.
Yeah.
And
Are you terrible at it like I am?
I
Be real.
be real.
Are you good?
According to my 18 Birdies app,
Damn.
is my handicap is 9, and out of 18 rounds.
Just not too shabby.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been, I mean, putting a lot of hours practicing and working on it, but
It's fun, man.
yeah,
People that don't like golf, I don't know.
I don't get how you can't love it.
Well, and I don't drink anymore, but when I did,
I don't either.
here's the thing. What other sport can you go hang out with your buddies all day, hit a fucking golf ball terribly, still have fun, ride a golf cart, pick up on the cart lady if there's one, drink and smoke cigars?
Yeah.
Or cigarettes or whatever. Like there's no other sport that does that.
Nope.
It's fun, bro. You go out and you're in, I mean, not really, I guess, nature, but it kind of
Mhm.
depends on where you go.
Yeah.
Like if you go up to like towards Cle Elum or whatever, it's in the middle of the woods,
yep,
bro.
yep. It's beautiful up
There's
there.
deer
I
and
love
shit
it.
hanging out there. There's
Yeah.
animals, wild animals.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to shoo them off so you can hit.
Yep.
So it's like we're in nature.
Yeah.
You got water hazards. You get to go play in the beach
Golf is
sometimes.
fucking amazing.
It's great.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be, I mean, everybody, there was a stigma for a long time as a rich man sport.
Mhm.
You don't have to be rich to go golf.
Dude,
You can find a decent
can do
set
it.
for like $100. I mean, I found my set for $100 on Marketplace.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I
It's
mean,
a Frankenstein
it's
set, but it works.
it'll get you better. I mean,
Yeah.
you can start low and then just work your way up.
And if you decide to stick with it, just like anything else,
Yeah.
invest.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Buy yourself that $300
Yeah.
driver.
I think I have tailor-made blades for my irons, and I traded a buddy for a box of Pro V1s for him.
Nice.
And then my driver, I have a Cobra Rad Speed, and it's got on clearance at Dick's.
Yeah.
And then I did spend a good amount on my 60 degree,
Mhm.
but then I lost it.
Oh, shit.
But I am lucky that I had an idea to customize wedges.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a whole set of Clevelands that I painted, regripped, did everything.
Yeah.
And then now I have those in my actual bag.
Nice.
And then I wanted a nice putter, so I bought myself a actual nice putter.
Yeah.
But I golf all the time, so it's worth it.
We need to go sometime, bro.
Dude, I'm down.
Yeah. I'm not as good. I have golfed for a few years now,
Yeah.
on and off. First time I ever golfed, I was actually living in Idaho. So this was 12 years ago.
Mhm.
First time I ever picked up a golf club and actually hit it. It was in January at a golf club in Post Falls. I was working for my uncle doing pole buildings,
Mhm.
and we had just cleaned up a job site. We headed to the dump, and we were driving by a golf course, and my uncle looks over and there's people teeing off. So he calls his boss and says, "Hey, bro, there's people here. Da 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 da. We're going to go golf." So his boss meets us there because his boss is his best friend.
Mhm.
They meet us there, and they're like, "We're going to go golf." And they picked up like a 18 pack or some shit, and we just drank beers and
Yeah.
fucked around on the golf course.
Yep.
First time I ever hit a golf ball, and I actually didn't do I didn't do too bad. You
Yeah.
know, not too many went sailing here or there. You know,
Yeah.
they all went fairly straight. And that's one thing I can pride myself on with, at least with my driver, is I can hit fucking straight with my driver.
Yeah, dude, I sliced the shit out of it.
Yeah. Every once in a while I will, but for the most part, I picked up a Big Bertha on a marketplace for like $80.
Oh damn.
And it wasn't, it's it's in pretty damn good condition. So the
Nice.
person that used it obviously either A, didn't use it as much, or they didn't fucking hack it.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't shake it every time.
Yeah.
And then my golf club, like I said, was like a Frankenstein set I bought for like $80 with bag.
Oh yeah.
But they hit.
Yeah.
I think they're just a tad short for me because sometimes I top the ball.
Yep.
So I need to get them lengthened. But that's something I need to do eventually. I'll probably do it over the winter, and then that way I have something for next year.
Yeah.
But and then my putter was an old putter that I had from my wife when she used to golf, and then which she still does. And then her brother got a new putter and asked me if I wanted his old one. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, take it.
I think it's like a $60 putter or $80 putter.
Perfect.
So, shit. Hey, if I can get from the tee box to the hole in at least par,
perfect.
I'm doing a good. I'm doing good.
Oh yeah.
Not always, obviously.
Yeah.
Depends on the day and my mood.
Yeah, no, we all have those days.
But this is badass, bro.
Yeah.
So you have burned into a logo on here.
Yeah.
What's the logo?
LG Loaded Golf.
Loaded Golf.
Because the baseball one was Loaded Bases.
Loaded Bases, Loaded Golf. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and the whole. I was thinking of ways to, I guess, come up with like a golf product.
Yeah.
That I could like customize and
that no one else has done.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, but like it didn't start with that. That was and then because I like to, I guess, be creative and I love art, and so then I wanted to customize driver head covers, and putter head covers.
Yeah.
So then I did that for a while, and then I was also trying to think like, can I like make like something with baseball as well? Because I know that too, and then I have a connection. So I was just thinking about like business wise, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna. I mean, like if it happens, it happens. Like if the idea comes, like then we'll be there.
Yeah.
But then I watched a video of a guy, I think it was on TikTok, and he had a wedge, and then he chipped the ball onto like a steel plate, and it came back, and then he took a baseball bat, so he dropped the wedge, grabbed the bat, hit the ball.
Oh, okay.
And I said, holy shit. And then I got up, and I went out to the garage and cut a club, drilled a hole, put it in. And I said, holy shit, I think I think you can chip a ball and then hit it. And then I wasn't
with the same one.
Yeah, and I was like, I just made that guy's life better.
Yeah.
And then
have you tried reaching out to that guy?
No.
You should.
I might.
Reach out.
That's not a bad idea.
Reach out to him and like, hey man, I watched your video.
Yeah.
And this is what inspired me to make this.
Yeah.
I want to send you one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then your 10 million likes, views that you got, I want you to do that again with this.
Yeah.
And then boom, there you go. Then you start getting fucking people.
Yeah, it was then I posted a picture of it, and then like a bunch of people were like, what is that?
Right.
And I was like,
well, when I first saw it, I was like, wow.
I'm like, well, you can swing it and hit it. And then I brought it somewhere. I think I brought it to Fisher actually, like to play with it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then I realized like when I got to Fisher, like I didn't like I forgot my putter because I made a Sunday carry bag. I just didn't have a putter in there. So then I used the bat with a 9-iron on it to putt too. And then I was just looking at it and I was like, it's a lot easier to putt with it instead of a full swing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to make a putter and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then made it, I sent it to a few people, and someone bought it. And I
Hell
was
yeah.
like, okay. And then someone said, hey, can I get one?
Mm-hmm.
Said, sure. And then I made one, and then they posted it on their story, and then someone else asked, like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
And then just kept going. And
Nice.
and then I was like, I think I'm gonna want to sell like one a week,
Mm-hmm.
because I charge $65 for them,
It's not bad.
because that's the price of 18 holes in a cart at Suntides.
Yeah.
And that's why I charge $65. So I was thinking,
So you're covering your
I'm like,
your ground fees.
yep, I'm like, if I sell one a week, I can play golf on the weekend,
For the rest of your life.
and my hobby's paid for.
Yeah.
I'm like, sick. This is going to be a nice little
Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
side gig.
And you got a website for these? Or is it just
No.
hitting you up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just take my Instagram, and
Okay.
that's basically where I'm.
I'll add it
Doing
in
all
the
the-
show notes so people
Yeah, for sure.
they can reach out to you.
Deal.
Because
Yeah.
this thing's
It's
badass.
yeah. It was.
And obviously you can customize it.
Oh, dude.
Because this is
that is actually the first one that I tried burning the logo in.
Oh really?
You have the first logo burn.
Damn.
Yeah, I
Making history here, guys.
yeah, that's yours. And
Well, I appreciate it.
yeah, so and then for the logo burn idea, it was that was kind of, I was working on another bat this past weekend, and I decided to try and burn the entire thing, and it was, I didn't really like it,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna remake it for the guy that I'm gonna give it to. But yeah, no, I then bat putters, and
Hell yeah.
just been cranking out hours, and lots of nights, lots of late nights. Say the past two days I've worked
Yeah.
16 hours total each day
Damn.
until like 2 a.m. because I wanted to get this patent submitted and going, and
Yeah.
then I could market it more, because there was and then I posted on Instagram that I make these, and then I tagged a ton of like big golf influencers and whatnot,
Yeah.
and a lot of people saw them, and then they would like the story, and I'm like, okay, so like
Obviously someone.
they see it.
Yeah.
So then and then I tagged a company called Bogey Boys,
Okay. Yeah.
and
I bought stuff from them.
yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I'm wearing a Bogey Boys shirt.
Oh. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and so then I reached out to them, and I said, hey, like, this is what I have, and I want to make it for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said, okay, send it here, and it'll go directly to our owner.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so I'm making a bat putter for Macklemore.
Wow.
And yeah, that was kind of crazy.
That's dope.
So yeah, so I started that project last week.
Mhm.
Then I made one, but I didn't like it,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna redo it.
Nice.
And yeah, that's going on. And then
Is Macklemore's a golfer? Does he golf?
yeah,
Obviously.
Yeah.
He must have, right?
Yeah.
Because he owns a golf business
Yeah.
or a golf company
yeah,
or Bogey Boys.
yeah. So he does that, and then yesterday or the day before, I posted on my story again, and then I tagged like a whole bunch of people again,
Mm-hmm.
and then I said, like, if you like this post, I'll send you a bat for free.
Yeah.
And then so even I haven't really announced this one, but like, I'm making a bat putter for Bryson DeChambeau.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So we're doing that, and then yeah, that'll make one for, and then also Bubby from Good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make one for him,
Nice.
and then yeah, I'm just gonna record how I make them now, so they can also see, because now I have the patent pending,
Yeah.
so now I can kind of show the whole process and
Yeah.
make cool content videos, and
Yeah. Yeah, because
And
people
the whole
love
process,
those.
yeah.
People love those little clips, the
Yeah.
reels, and whatever. You could break it up into
Yeah.
part 1, part 2, part 3s,
Yeah.
or whatever, and
Yeah.
then obviously submit a full video like on
Yeah.
YouTube or something of the whole process.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Hell
Thanks.
yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, it was and now because I've been selling them for a month and a half.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've sold over 40.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
It's more than one a day.
Yeah.
Or about a one a day.
So
Huh?
I sold 3 today alone.
Damn.
Yeah, so we're just
Cranking.
grinding it out. Yeah.
That's dope, dude. And you enjoy doing it.
I love it. I love it so much. I mean, because
Then you're not even working at that point.
yeah, I mean,
You're having fun and getting paid.
every single bat is different. I
Mhm.
mean, every single putter head is different.
Yeah.
I think I've only gotten the same putter head twice,
Yeah.
but it was like the double, like the 2-way ones.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, because I make the double-sided ones with like the 18-inch
Mhm.
bats, and those are the ones that I give for like kids.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
do kids ones, and then yeah, I found
And there's all kinds of things you can do with this being
Dude.
wood, man. Because you
Yeah.
can like,
I get those bats just plain.
yeah, because these wood, because you got wood grain and stuff.
Mhm.
Obviously, you can put some type of lacquer on here or stain.
Yeah.
You can paint the fucker.
Yep.
Obviously, you can, because you
Mhm.
did the branding
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah, the Burn logo. Yeah, I reached out to a few people because I had like a idea of it. I was actually I was getting tattooed
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
And I just came up with the idea and I put it on my idea list.
Mm-hmm.
And then I reached out to a buddy.
Is your idea
His
list
name's,
long like mine?
dude? Let's see. No, but yeah, a buddy of mine named John Purdy. He
Okay.
did the little part for me.
John Purdy. Sela guy?
I believe.
I know a couple
Don't hit me,
Purdys.
John.
I know a couple Purdys.
I think he went to Ike. I
Oh,
believe.
okay.
Yeah. My idea list is not too bad.
That's not too bad. At least yours is in one list. Mine's a myriad of different lists. Like,
Oh wow, yeah. No, mine.
I mean, some of
I
them are
just
just
see
like
stuff.
normal things, like my certain passwords or like something. But there's like a bunch in here that are like everything from jokes that I've written all the way to
Oh yeah, dude. I have.
all the way to some song lyrics for
Yep.
things that I've written that I'm like, this is never going to see the day of light.
Yeah.
Light of day, but I wrote it down for myself because it was popped in my head, and I was
Yep.
like, I got to write that down. It sounds
Yep.
great. And then I say it like in here, and I've recorded a couple like things on here,
Mm,
and I listen to myself. I'm like, man, that sounds like shit.
yeah. Let's see. I will name like a few of the random ones. Okay, yeah. So like the very first one that I put in there, I think it was just because I felt stupid, and it was because I tried to turn down the wind sound. I mean, like from outside
Mhm.
with my radio dial on my car. I was
Yeah.
like, it didn't work, and I was like, oh shit, I should write that down just because I'm an idiot. But then, yeah, I mean, because I would put like, I'll have these ideas like, spin a globe and go golf wherever the earth takes you. Make enough bat putters to cover the cost, and take one random person who likes and retweets / shares the post, and then
So we got to get him to
Dude.
that point.
then I wrote promote
Every single one of you.
promote because I was like, this is a great idea.
Yeah.
Then there's another one. Find the smallest town population in the U.S. and take them golfing at the nearest golf course and learn about their town. It was just,
Dude,
um,
we might have to collabo on that one.
dude,
That would be
I'm down.
fun.
Yeah,
I think there's like places that have like 6 people population.
yeah.
That'd be dope.
I would love to take them golfing.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
Like,
all
let's
you
go.
guys, as long as they're not like Hills Have Eyes people,
You know, that would be kind of interesting to get them out there to play 18 though.
it might change their perspective on life.
Yeah,
It's like, hey, you 6 people that like eat people, let's go golf together.
dude. Here's one. Host a golf tournament on 420 and get like I don't know, just have all the pot shops
Go out and like,
host a big golf tournament,
promote their business,
and then I can
have,
sell my bat putters.
have swag and all that shit. And
See?
everybody has their 420, and then tee offs at 421.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And then, then I can sell my bat putters
that would be dope.
because people will be stoned and they'll see that.
It's got to be on 420
And
too,
then,
though.
exactly.
On 420 at 420.
And 420 is on a Sunday next year.
Perfect.
So
Perfect. It
Oh, yeah.
matches up.
I already checked all this out. We're like ready to go.
Where are you going to do it at?
Dude, I don't know.
Suntides? They have
Maybe.
they have a big enough spot for. I mean, they have 18 holes.
Yeah, I don't
So you can
think
get groups of 4.
I don't think golf is really ready for that.
I don't know. I've been golfing with plenty of people that smoke.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the golf course owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might not be able to swing it there.
No.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, every time I've gone to Suntides, they seem pretty chill, but I haven't gone there enough.
Yeah.
I know I've gotten away with certain things at River Ridge, but I just don't like their grounds very much.
Yeah.
Nothing against them, but their grounds just aren't that nice.
Yeah.
I do love what Westwood's doing, though.
Yep.
I keep giving them my business even during the construction, just because they're doing whatever they can to make it better.
Exactly.
So I will keep giving them money.
Yep.
So that 2-tiered driving range that they're doing, your boy here has given them some money to help along with that. So
and say, yeah, they gave us at my work the plans to do the driving range.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was actually pretty dope.
So you had a little hand in that, huh?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It was sick, but yeah, no, I
think what they say
gonna,
like by next year it should be done.
Yeah,
dope.
It'll be pretty cool.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
It's not even. I mean, they just put the walls up and shit. It looks nice.
Yeah.
We need something like that here.
100%.
I don't want anything like. I mean, Topgolf's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
But brings a lot of the wrong people, I think.
Yeah, Topgolf. I've been there a few times. Went to one Miami Gardens.
Yeah.
Been there twice.
Is that pretty? I mean, it looks pretty fun.
Yeah,
from like a golfer's perspective, but
it's kind of, I don't know, it's spendy for
what you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a glorified driving range.
100%. I mean, like,
obviously they have games and stuff you can play.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could kind of do the same thing while you're
exactly
at a driving range for $8.
Yeah, exactly.
For a bucket of balls.
Yeah. There's, I don't know. Topgolf is fun, but it's not ideal.
If you're going there just to fuck around, I guess.
Yeah.
But usually when you're going to driving range, you're looking to try and better your swings and stuff. But
yeah, I think there's like, I would rather spend $50 and go play Fisher 5 times in a row.
Or go to Suntides twice or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Fisher. It's nice because I already know how to drive.
Yeah.
The only thing I need to work on my drive is distance.
Yep.
And I think that might have to do with the shaft on my driver.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll have to go to Pro Golf and figure it out. But my irons. But I think, again, it's because it's short.
Yeah.
So I have to bend down a little bit further than I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm fucking up sometimes on my irons.
Yeah, Fisher's a great place to go work on irons and chipping and putting.
And it's cheap.
They have
and
great greens.
And you can just walk it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. You just walk the whole damn thing.
That's why I mean, like, I'll go there, like.
And they're talking about shutting that bitch down.
I know.
That sucks. So we're not going to have anything like that.
Well, it's
here.
a city voting thing. Yeah, it sucks, but.
Yeah. Vote for the right city council members, guys.
It matters. We want Fisher.
Yeah.
Fisher's a sick course.
Yeah, it is a fun course. It's fun. It's small. It's cheap, and they're super cool there. I mean, every time I've ever gone there, the guys there have been super cool.
Yeah.
And I've gone there with people, and I've gone there by myself.
Yeah.
So it's a real quick. I mean, if you got an hour to kill, an hour and a half to kill, it depends on how good you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. There you go.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I like that place. I like Westwood. I used to like River Ridge just because it was cheap. It was like one of my first places I ever went. Went to a place in Cle Elum or Roslyn. We didn't go to Suncadia. It was another one called
Sun Country.
Yeah,
I love that place.
That place is nice.
Yeah.
We went there for my buddy's bachelor party.
That's a perfect
We
place
were
for it.
hungover as fuck.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. We played the 418.
Yep.
That was a long day.
Yep.
But it was a good day.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was this time of year.
Yeah.
So it was like perfect weather. That 5 par.
Yeah, dude.
That, I don't know, was it like 500 yards or something downhill?
Yep.
That's such a cool fucking
That's
hole.
fun.
That is, because
it just wide open.
Yeah, and then you just drive and you feel like you're going so far just because
Yep.
it's downhill.
Yep.
As long as the wind's not heavily blowing your way,
Yep.
you're going to go far.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have that one where it's like, what, like a 60-foot drop?
Yeah, that's a hole 15. That was a
Yeah.
quick, that was a pitching wedge, and I got lucky. I put it like 2 feet from the pin, so it was like,
Damn. That one
this is perfect.
That one I just want to play all day.
Yeah, dude.
Just because it's like,
It was fun. Yeah.
oh, I'm right there.
Yep.
Right there. But the only thing that sucks is when you get down there, the whole green's full of divots.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, well, shit.
Yeah. No,
So-
they have a thing. It's called Marathon Mondays,
Mm-hmm.
and you pay $60 and you play as long as you want.
Oh, wow. Up
Yeah.
there?
Yep.
Shit. I'm about to take the Monday off then.
Yeah.
Just go with
Yep.
a couple guys and just go bullshit.
$60 and go play 36 holes.
That's a hell of
Or-
a day.
More than that if you can.
Yeah, my shoulder starts hurting after 18.
Oh yeah.
At 36, and I start getting tired.
Yep.
But I mean, and you already paid your money. You might as
Yep.
well go as far as you can, and then
Hell
just
yeah.
drive the cart back and then head
Yep.
out. It's not
Yeah.
like you paid for another round or anything.
Yeah.
You paid for the day.
Yeah.
So if you play 2 or if you played 22 or
Yeah.
52, you paid
It's
for it the
nice,
same.
yeah.
So yeah, I like those kind of days where you can just pay one fee and then just play all day.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. A lot of places don't do that anymore.
Mm-mm.
I wish they still did. My brother-in-law really likes the one in Granger. I think it's called Cherry Hill.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't played any of the Lower Valley ones yet.
No,
Mm.
I haven't either. He's been trying to get us to go there a couple times. It's just he's got kids, I got kids,
Yeah.
different work schedules, all that shit. One of these days, hopefully we can go out, but he used to go out there all the time. And I think he paid like one fee and it included like pizza and a beer or something like that.
Oh shit.
I don't remember if it was that or I don't remember. He tells me all the time and I
Mhm.
just forget to
Yeah.
remember it just because he tells me all the time. I'm like, it's a story again.
Yeah.
But it seems like a pretty decent deal. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously the prices have probably gone up.
Yeah.
Because what he said, it was like fairly inexpensive for what you get.
Mhm.
And I think it's all day golf too,
Yeah. See,
So-
that's the way to do it.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Because he said him and his buddy used to go out there and play like, I don't know, because it's a small little course,
Mhm.
you know, for like 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
Get through a couple rounds. So shit. And I go I go hunting down there, you know, right off Granger
Perfect,
exit.
yeah.
So go hunt in the morning, you know, play 9 or 18 at the golf course and
Yeah.
then head home.
That'd be a great day.
if my wife would not kill me. I mean, she'd let me do it, but you know, I want to come home and hang out.
You would
by-
hear about it.
yeah, I want to come home and hang. Well, she wants me to come home and hang out with her and the kids, especially
Yeah.
on a weekend or something, which
Yeah.
I get.
Super fair.
Yeah,
Super fair for wanting your significant other to hang out with you.
yeah, it's not selfish at all.
No.
It would be more selfish than me wanting to do it, I
Yeah.
guess. But she's not against me going out and having fun with friends because she knows like how important it is to,
Good.
you know, keep that relationship with the guys.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so do you hunt at all?
I've gone for the past for a while,
Mm-hmm.
but I've only shot coyotes.
Just coyotes?
Yeah. I
With
mean,
that AR or something, or
yeah, it would be a AR 223.
yeah,
I would like the long barrel and everything.
like probably like a 20 or 22-inch barrel.
Yeah,
Because
there's
those will reach out a little bit further than like
Yeah.
an 18-inch barrel. Or
so yeah. I mean, I've gone deer hunting, elk hunting, all
Yeah.
that, but I mean, I've had multiple times where I've had like a buck like in the scope, but I just have that gut feeling of like, is it really the eye guard there? Is it there? Is it there? And then
Yeah.
and then I just don't shoot. I'm like, God damn it.
with the fucking laws, man.
Yeah,
Like, I think if
don't
it's
wanna get
got
trouble.
antlers on its head, you could shoot it.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I'm not a wildlife
yeah,
conservation guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, here's the thing: shit hits the fan. We're not going to be wondering if the eye guard's on
Yeah.
there or not, or if it's got if it's a spike or if it,
Mhm.
whatever it is. You know, when it comes to elk, we're just going to shoot it and eat it.
yeah,
You know, so. And I get it. They're trying to, you know, because there's so many hunters and trying
Yeah.
to keep the population, all that stuff. But if they're really trying to do that, take care of your forest,
yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's
and then they'll
important.
stay instead
Yeah.
of just going somewhere else.
Yeah,
like they
I
do.
say when I was like 8 years old, so my family, we would go down to Astoria, Oregon,
Okay.
and we would go fishing out there in like the beginning of August for weeks, for like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
And this one time, we got pulled over by, I think it was Washington State fishing game.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got on our boat and they gave my great grandpa a ticket because I didn't have my life jacket on. And I was like, like 8 years old. And then I thought that was so cool. I was like, they're just out here on a boat
Giving people tickets.
I'm like, that's like easy.
Yeah.
And they're still out here, like, I mean, they watch people fish and then they can also go watch people hunt and do all that. And I was like, I want to work. I want to be a game warden.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick. So, yeah, then in out Wenatchee Valley, I took natural resource classes.
Mm-hmm.
And, but then I never finished it.
Yeah.
Just because but then again, I didn't know what I wanted to do. But
yeah.
I did the classes on all like the hunting laws and all that stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I thought about being like, because I've seen them hiring and stuff like park rangers, WDFW,
Yep.
I guess law enforcement and stuff like that. And I've thought about it, but then the more I think about it, those guys are working during hunting season.
Yep.
So that's probably why they're all pissed off all the time, because they don't get to hunt.
Yep.
They have to watch everybody else hunt.
Yep.
So I'm like, I don't want to do that.
And they know where everything's at.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
I was like, maybe not,
Yep.
because then I don't get to hunt. I think they probably get a couple of days out of the year, which is probably fine. But it just depends.
Yeah.
I've only deer hunted once. It was last year with Colton and and everything. And then I usually, for the last couple of years, we've been doing like waterfowl and geese and quail, and if there was any pheasant in Lower Valley, trying to hunt those, doves, things like that. My brother-in-law, Brandon, he kind of got me into it. He was over at our house one day, and then I was like, what are you guys doing this weekend? He's like, I'm going hunting. Sorry. We're going hunting. Do you want to go? And I was like, well, I don't have anything, bro. And he's like, oh, we're just going to Toppenish. Do you have a shotgun? And I was like, no. He's like, oh, you can use one of mine. I was working at Bi-Mart at the time. And so we had a Mossberg on sale at $835, which is just a pump for like, I don't know, $300 and something, less than $400. So I bought that because I wanted a shotgun anyways. I haven't had one yet, besides like a home defense one. Yeah. So I bought it and went out hunting with him down at the refuge in Toppenish, and bought some cheap waders from Bi-Mart for like $100 because they were on sale, and I got a discount or whatever. Yeah. And went out there, and he's like, all right, I'm going to call them in. As soon as you see one come this way, or as soon as I say something, pull up your gun and shoot at it. And he got a big old fat mallard to be coming right in at us. Yeah. I stood up and shot that thing, and then my adrenaline just was like, my whole body was shaking. He's like, go out there, Mikey, get it, hurry up, because there was more coming. Yep. So I went over there and grabbed it, and the thing was still wriggling around. I was like, what the fuck do I do? He's like, wring its neck. And I'm like, what do I do? What do you mean? He's like, just do this. So I went like that and came back, and he's like, Mikey, fuck yeah, because it was like a big fat mallard. And then I was hooked. Yep. I was instantly hooked, because like deer's one thing, elk's one thing. It's cool, you go out and hunt and everything, but it's one. Unless you go to another state and pay all that money. Ducks, 7 a day. Yep. Unless you go in the morning. I'm not saying that you should do this, but you go in the morning and come back at night, different spot. Yeah. I mean, technically 14 a day or whatever. But like, we usually go in a group of like 3 or 4. So technically we can get like a 4-man limit. Yeah. We never get that. We have gotten close once or twice at our spot in Granger, but what we did one year is my wife and I went with my sister and brother-in-law, and we got I think we got 13 in the morning. And then my wife and I decided, because we had a kid, he was at grandma's house. We're like, well, we got to go and get our kid or whatever. Yeah. They're like, okay, well, they decided to stay all day. So we took hours, which is technically theirs too, with them. So that way they had a fresh slate, so they can get 14. And then when they got back, I think they had gotten a few more, and then we just split it, when we got back. but duck's one of those things. Like a lot of people don't like the flavor.
Mhm.
A farm raised duck is phenomenal. It's a red meat.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. So you can cook it like a steak. Wild duck is more gamey, so you gotta like.
Yep.
But I mean,
I love
anything
it.
wild is
Yeah,
more gamey.
yeah.
You know, wild deer, wild elk, and all that stuff. And it's kind of how you process it.
Yeah.
You know, the longer you let it hang, especially like an elk or a deer, you let it hang, get all that blood out.
Mhm.
Ducks, you don't really hang them. I mean, you hang them when you kill them, and they
Yeah.
bleed a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's all inside.
Yep.
And pretty much the only thing you eat is the breast.
Yep.
If they have a little bit on the wings or the legs, you can, but there's not
Yeah.
usually enough on there unless you cook the whole damn thing. Which I don't have a defeatherer, so I don't want to be cutting that thing up or
Yep.
feathering that thing for an hour per duck. Nope, I'm good. So we just breast it out usually. But if you let it soak in a brine,
Mhm.
my grandma was telling me buttermilk.
Oh yeah.
Or you can do like a salt brine.
Mhm.
It helps bring some of that gaminess out, and then you just cook it on the grill. Some people do barbecue because it's like a steak.
Yeah.
You can cook it medium rare if you want. If you're worried about like, anything,
Yeah.
you can cook it full if you want. Or some people, I really like it like in a crock pot,
Mhm.
goose especially because it's huge. Put in a crock pot with like potatoes and stuff. Just cook it like a roast,
Yeah.
like a pot roast or something. And ooh, money. So, but yeah, and then one of my buddies gave me some deer a couple years ago and cooked that thing up, and oh my god,
That's good.
nothing like knowing where your food came from
Yep.
and then cooking it yourself.
Yep.
Like
It's like a big circle.
it is. It is. A lot of my
circle of life, man.
yeah, exactly. It's so much. It makes a lot of people were talking about where their food comes from, and they're trying to be more food conscious and stuff, especially with all the crap going around.
Yeah.
All the sugars and processed shit and dyes and all that stuff. Man, if you want to eat healthy, grow your own food or hunt your own food.
Yeah.
You'll know exactly where it is, where it came from. And then you get to learn a life skill on top of that.
Yep.
Because we saw during COVID, especially, you can't just go to the store
Oh no.
and buy stuff. During COVID, there was not much to buy in the store. And people were like, where's food coming from? Well, it's not.
Yeah.
You got to figure that out. I mean, obviously they tried their best to keep food coming in, but a lot of our food, if it's not USA made, it's coming from another country. And a lot of that stuff was at the borders waiting to come in because they're shutting everything down. So it's like, well, fuck, dude, you can't get some of that stuff.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? And obviously you can't just grow coconuts here or, certain things, which is fine. We have corn, we have potatoes, we have a myriad of different fruits and vegetables we can grow in our area.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at all the apples we grow every year.
Tons.
We're one of the biggest producers of apples in the entire world.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, and hops.
Yep.
One of the biggest hops. And a lot of people give Idaho, gem state, the potato thing, but we grow, I don't know, maybe not as much, but pretty damn close to the amount of potatoes like in Moses Lake area and all that shit, Monroe, all those areas. They grow potatoes. We grow mint, corn, all the shit.
Basically almost everything.
And everything you need is in this area.
Yeah.
So, it shouldn't matter too much that the thing, everything shuts down.
Yeah.
Because as long as you know who to talk to, you should be able to get some of that stuff.
Yep.
And if not, grow it yourself.
Yep.
It's hard to.
There's always a way to do it.
It's hard, like, hey, we need corn tonight. Plant some corn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't be months.
You got to kind of plan it out a little bit, but
you do.
Yeah.
And I've tried, and I definitely have no green thumb.
Yeah.
I've killed plenty of plants, and we've tried to grow.
Yeah.
We don't live on that big of a plot of land, so we don't have much area, but we've harvested some of our own, like zucchini and blueberries and strawberries and other various things.
Yeah.
Snap peas was a huge thing. We had a fuck ton of snap peas like 2 years ago. Xander was out there helping me pick them, and he was just eating them right off, and so was I. And I was like, well, shit, we don't have any left to bring inside.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice being able to know that where these snap peas come from, where they grown right here.
Yep.
So it was cool. We had a fuck ton of tomatoes like 3 years ago, more than I knew what to do with.
Yeah.
And this was before I was canning. So now I'm canning.
Oh shit.
So I've made a shit ton of jams. I've made pickles. I've done asparagus. I've made
Dude,
a bunch of different
you can't go
things.
wrong with a nice canned jam. Like it's so good.
I got
I love
plenty,
it.
bro. Do you
Dude,
want some?
Absolutely.
I
I will take some.
got so many. I got like strawberry, blackberry, blueberry, huckleberry. I just did plum, apricot, plum, pineapple, apricot. I have stuff in the freezer to do peach. I just haven't got around to. I was gonna do it this weekend, but we're leaving this weekend. So I got peach, getting ready.
Options.
All kinds of shit, man. I got Concord grape.
I'll take a strawberry one.
I got
It's like my son loves strawberries.
strawberry rhubarb, strawberry vanilla.
Oh god, options from the options.
Yeah,
Strawberry.
You get. We can go.
We'll
look.
check. Yeah,
We'll go
yeah.
look.
Damn.
But yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then I've been making like tinctures and stuff too.
Yeah.
And then I don't have one, but my father-in-law has one. I guess it's kind of ours too, a freeze dryer.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Doing freeze dried foods. I have two dehydrators in there. I got one up, the other one's put away right now. That stuff doesn't last as long,
Yeah.
but it still lasts a decent amount of time. Like if you take like apple slices, for instance, and put them in the dehydrator, 6 months to a year, if you do it right,
Oh, damn.
they're going to stay.
Yeah.
So, and I don't put them in Ziplocs or anything like that. I put them in glass jars and put the oxygen packs in them and seal them up.
Oh shit.
And then
And they last longer that way, don't they?
they do.
They do. Yeah.
Because no air is coming in. The oxygen pack absorbs all the air that may be coming in. And then you know for a fact if it's sealed, because when you try to open it, you hear that pop.
True.
Then you know it's been sealed. It's not sealed where it's like indefinite.
Yeah.
But like some of the, like, because you have to do a process to do those ones.
Yeah.
You have to like either water bath can it or pressure can it. But dehydrated stuff, you don't really need to that. As long as the moisture's out of it, you're good to go for a while.
Yeah.
So all the stuff I've
That's
learned
sick.
over the last couple of years. So
Yeah.
it's a kind of a learning curve. And I have a lot of friends who are like, man, I wish I could can. I'm like, it's honestly not that hard.
Yeah.
You
It
just
takes
gotta,
time.
you just got to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bought the Ball. Ball is one of the number one brands in canning. I bought a Ball canning book, and I bought all the stuff to do it. And then I just went for it. First thing I ever did was pickles. Pickles are super easy. They're hard to fuck up, but at the same time, they're easy to fuck up. Because if you overcook them, they're mushy. But then if you don't put enough vinegar or whatever in them, then they're not going to pickle right, and then they're just going to be deadly if you eat them.
Yeah.
Because they got to be over a certain percentage of acidity, so it keeps botulism from growing. Because if you eat it, then you'll die. So it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But as long as you follow a recipe that's been tested, you're good to go.
Yeah.
You can't. There's a little bit of wiggle room on stuff, and they do that on purpose.
Yeah.
They usually do a little bit, like, so if it says like 1 cup of vinegar, you only really need like 3/4 cup of vinegar, but they add that 1 cup, they add that extra quarter as a buffer just to make sure.
Yeah. So yeah, my great grandma, she would can
Everything.
tons of things. And because we would go, she would have some of us grandkids, great grandkids picking the raspberries as others were helping inside canning, and we would do that in the summer, and it would lots of days doing that.
And see, growing up, my grandma would can, and obviously as your kid, you don't have any interest in anything like that. You're like, I don't want to do this. This is dumb. Takes all day. I want to go have fun, play. But now I'm older. I'm like, fuck, dude, I wish. I mean, my grandma's still around. Yeah. But she doesn't do it as much because she's older now. Yeah. And it's like an all day thing. If you're doing small batches, it's one thing. Yeah. But usually, like when she would can all the stuff from the garden, and it would take the whole day. Yeah. Because they would can all fucking day. Yeah. But it was nice going into her, when you walk into her like main area, she's got this whole little spot that has a bunch of shelves up on the wall. And I remember seeing that thing just full of stuff. And now I go there, it's not as full. It has like a bunch of knickknacks and shit on there, but she has still some canned stuff. Yeah. But you go on there and it was like peppers and peas and beans and tomatoes and fucking everything. It was like, man, this is crazy. Yeah. I wish that was at my house. I don't have the room for that, but I wish I did. So yeah, there's because my great grandparents passed away. On that side of the family, like who would can,
like 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And we just used like the last of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it lasted that long.
It does. It
And-
technically, theoretically, should last indefinitely.
Yeah.
As long as it's done right.
Yeah.
Like the stuff you see at the store, it has an expiration date. The expiration date's more like a Best Buy.
Yeah.
And not only that, but like that metal that they put them in,
Mhm.
that aluminum type taste starts leaching into the food. So that's why they have that. But if they were in glass and it was sealed correctly, as long as it's not in like open light, bunch of air temperature fluctuations, like, theoretically it should last, if not forever, then a long time.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't think I have time to can.
Yeah.
even
It does
get
take
into
quite
it.
quite a while, because the prep time and then the cook time and then the cool down time.
Yeah.
The cool down time's not that big of a deal, because as soon as you wait 5 minutes, take it out, put it somewhere where it's not going to have drafts or anything
Mhm.
like that, and then just let it cool down for 12 to 24 hours.
Yeah.
After that 12 to 24 hours, you take the ring off, and if you can lift it up with just your fingers without it falling off,
You're
then you
good.
know it's sealed.
Yeah.
Obviously things happen, and then a lot of people will leave the rings on loosely.
Mhm.
I don't leave any rings on, because what happens if you keep that tightened on and that thing pops and you don't notice it, and you open it and it creates what I call a false seal. So
Mhm.
air is leached in. Botulism doesn't have a scent, or it doesn't have a taste.
So it's like silent.
It's a silent killer. So
Damn.
what happens if you take that out, put it on your sandwich or whatever you're doing,
you don't know.
eat it, you don't know it, and then all of a sudden you feel sick. And botulism, I think they have cures for it, but you got to get it like right away.
Yeah.
And if
That's
not, then
crazy.
you're gonna just eventually die.
Damn.
And it's not a good death, I don't think.
Probably
I mean,
not.
you're getting poisoned, so I don't
Yeah,
think it would
no,
be a
that's
good
probably
death.
not a.
Your body
quick
just
one.
starts shutting down.
Ugh.
So
Rough.
canning stuff is kind of scary, but as long as you follow proper techniques,
Yeah.
and tested recipes, essentially, you should be good.
Yeah.
But also, there's people like the Amish who have been canning forever, and they say that you're like, especially like meat, you're not supposed to can it besides pressure canning, because it
Mhm.
gets high enough to kill botulism or whatever. But the Amish, they don't have, electric pressure canners or
Yeah.
anything like that. A lot of them do it water bath canner,
Yeah.
and basically instead of doing it for 90 minutes at 10 pounds of pressure or whatever for chicken,
Mhm.
they do it for 6 hours underwater
Yeah.
in boiling water. Because botulism spores, they can live up to a certain degree,
Mhm.
but that's right at the threshold where boiling is. But if you boil it for long enough, it'll kill
Oh,
the
It'll
stuff
kill
in
them
there.
off. Yeah.
Is what they say.
Yeah.
But if you ask the canning people, they'll tell you no, that's
Yeah.
not correct. But then none of the Amish people are dying from botulism either. So
Yeah.
you got to understand. And a lot of other places, like people that older, like when your great grandparents, possibly my grandma too.
Yeah.
I mean, pressure canning is fairly new,
Yeah.
so they didn't have that stuff. So they had to do something. So they did it boiling.
Yeah. There's see, like, I think I said this earlier, but like, dude, there's always a way.
There's a way.
Always a way, like, to make stuff happen.
Just imagine, like, before fridges were around, like refrigerators,
Oh God.
they had like bunkers underground.
Yeah, I like to keep it cool.
Yeah, to keep it cool.
Yeah.
And then they could have stuff in there to keep it cool. It wouldn't last as long as like the fridge, but it would last quite a long time.
Yeah.
Obviously like milk and cheese and stuff like that, but they would like go out and get fresh milk from the cow.
Yeah. They're like,
And drink it that
I'm
day."
out. Let's go milk a cow.
Yeah, they would get
We'll
it
be
that
fine.
day, or
Yeah.
they'd have a milkman come by and they would
Yep.
get it, a thing of milk
Yeah.
once a day or once
Yeah.
every couple days, So they would use it, and then the cream on top, they can make different sour cream or cheese or whatever the hell. We don't have that shit anymore.
No.
My wife buys raw milk from a lady over on the west side, and it comes with like the heavy cream on
Mhm.
top. You can scoop that out, and you can
Yeah.
make like mozzarella cheese or sour
damn.
cream or stuff like that. And it tastes different than the stuff you get at the store because it hasn't been pasteurized.
Do you think it's better?
Um,
Taste wise?
it's creamier.
Okay.
So if you like a creamy
So
type of milk,
Littlefinger, yeah.
because it's got all that cream on top.
Yeah.
So you can scoop that cream off and then you have normal milk, or you can shake it up like she does,
Yeah.
and then pour it, and it's just creamier. So if you use it in stuff that you bake with,
Yeah.
it's just moisture.
Yeah.
It's got that, it just seems to have more flavor. The difference is that at the pasteurization places, they scoop all that cream off, they use it for other products, and then they cook it
Yeah.
to kill any diseases. But as long as the stuff you're using, I mean, is clean, and they have clean processes, like they use gloves, they clean the cow's udders, they use all clean stuff. As long as that's all good, you shouldn't have any issue with any of your stuff, because people have been drinking raw milk for hundreds of years or thousands, depending. And some countries still do. We just don't, because we're so afraid of stuff here. So we started doing that a couple years ago, and then I found out a place in Ellensburg actually sells it in glass bottles, because we get it for ours in plastic jugs. So we might start getting it from there.
That's probably a lot closer. I mean, because
because we got to go wait. We got to wait. It's once a month from Seattle area or that side of the state, and they deliver it to one of the health food places here in town, and we got to go pick it up. Over here, I deliver to this place every other week, so I can just literally go in there, make sure I take a cooler that day. Well, I might have a cooler in my truck, and then pack that fucker full of ice, and then just stick it in there, and then boom, fresh milk.
Quick.
And theirs is from Ellensburg, so it's even more local. So which is nice, because it's local grasses and all that other stuff. So you don't because they have that whole theory that if you eat like local honey, for instance, it helps with allergies. I'm assuming it's the same way with like produce and stuff from local areas. Probably get that same thing, I would assume. I'm not a scientist, but then again, those scientists tell me that raw milk's bad for you, so I don't know.
It's all there's scientists for every side. It's
and food, man, is the number one medicine. I saw a picture today that one of my friends posted. She's kind of a conspiracy person, which is great, 'cause I love conspiracies. I'm kind of conspiracy minded too. But she said, if you take your dog to the vet and you say, hey, my dog is having stomach issues, the first thing they ask you is, what kind of food are they eating? Right? Usually. When you go to the doctor with stomach issues, they go, oh, here, let me give you all this medicine. Instead of like, hey, what kind of food are you eating? Why? Why the difference?
What's your diet?
What's your diet like? Are you eating McDonald's every other day and Burger King and all this shit? Or are you eating healthy? Same with the dog. Are they eating all processed food, or are you giving them chicken and vegetable a couple times a week? Well, I'm giving them processed food. That's probably why.
Same issues.
Obviously, the shit probably lasts longer. Processed food, sure. You can buy a bag and it'll last you, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. But that dog's going to live a lot healthier and longer life if you start at least supplementing some of that with actual food. Again, not a scientist, but common sense would say.
I know that there's a big market for dog food and all that too. So I met a few guys in Florida that they sold dog food, and that was their that was their job.
Shit.
And they did well, and they had lots of
people and their
clients
dogs
down there. I mean, because there's a lot of money down there, and they would focus on them, and boom, paid.
People and their dogs, man. I service 2 places in Ellensburg that are groomers for dogs, and those guys make money. Because people will spend money on making their dog look pretty. I mean, obviously, you don't want your dog having super long nails and hurts them and getting all ratty and shit because it's bad for their coats. But some of these dogs I see them like almost every time I'm in there, and I'm once a week in some of these places. I'm like, wasn't that dog here last time? Holy shit. So it's a lot of money. It adds up. I'm like, well, shit, I need to start learning how to cut dog hair.
Hell yeah. Learn every skill.
I love it because I go to PetSense in Ellensburg every Friday. And every single time I'm in there, there's a couple doggos in there, and I get to pet them and touch them and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is my favorite stuff, because there's some big boys, like big ones, and they have little dogs too. Little dogs, kind of a pain in the ass. But the big ones, they're just like,
they're just there to hang out.
They just want to love you.
The vibes, man.
I go in there and I'm petting him. I'm like, oh, you're so cute. I love
Yeah.
you. I want to take you home right now. You know.
Hell yeah.
I don't have any dog. I have 2 cats.
Yeah.
Eventually, I get a dog.
Yeah. I haven't had a dog in years.
Yeah, it's been since junior high for me. No,
Oh, damn.
no, middle school.
Yeah, mine's been sooner than that, but
Because I was, I went to West Valley, 6th and 7th grade, and yeah, we had a dog then, and then we moved to Sela, and we ended up in 8th grade, and we ended up having to get rid of her because we lived in a place that didn't allow them, and we didn't have the room for her anyways.
yeah.
So we gave her to a family friend, and she had like 10 acres to run on.
Oh, perfect.
I was like, well, shit. And
Yeah.
then she ended up, living there the rest of her life.
Yeah.
So she had a good life the rest of her life.
Yeah.
It's like, she gets to run around 10 acres and have free
Yeah,
reign.
that's like, yeah, doing whatever you want, and you just
Yeah.
And
She gets to go be a dog.
whatever. Yeah.
She gets to go be a dog.
Yep.
I have people that I know that, nothing against those people because I understand your situation, but sometimes they kennel their dogs
Mhm.
for 8 hours a day, and then they wonder why their dogs are wired when they get home
Yeah.
because they've been locked up, man.
Yeah.
They want to go
get out
run and play.
Run, yeah.
They're dogs. They have energy, especially
Yeah.
if they're high energy dogs. You got to have an
Yeah.
acre for them to run around on for
Yeah.
10 hours a day.
Yeah.
But eventually, I'd like to get another dog. It'd be cool. We had a Rottweiler. I miss her a lot. But I don't want to get a Rottweiler this time. I would like to get like a medium-sized dog. I don't
What are you
even know.
thinking?
No idea. No idea. I would like to get like a hunting dog though.
Yeah.
Just because
Like you can do like a German Short Pointer.
just thinking something like that.
Those are beautiful dogs.
I think Jake, I don't know what kind of dog you have, but I think it might be that. It's a dark brown dog. She's real pretty, and she likes to hunt ducks.
Yeah.
So, and she's a good dog. But something like that, something that can swim, that doesn't mind retrieving. And I've seen people like get a retriever, but sometimes they can get pretty big.
Say yeah, Retriever Lab. Get a lab.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see one
Yeah.
day. We just gotta wait till the kids get a little older because
Yeah.
they'll be the ones helping take care of it. Because like I said, my mother-in-law is the one that watches her kids when we're gone, and she's already taking care of her kids. I don't want to have her take care of a dog on top
Yeah.
of that. It's not fair to her.
Yeah, no, like a dog is like a kid.
Yeah.
A puppy.
Now if we lived in an area that had like 5 acres fenced,
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, just let him outside.
Yeah.
Feed him,
Just
and
run-
he'll be
run
fine.
around. Yeah.
He'll be fine. He's
They'll figure it
a
out.
dog.
They'll survive.
Yeah.
Survival
He'll go
instincts.
out and he'll go eat grass and
Yeah.
cat shit and
Yeah.
chase animals and whatever. Sure, let him go do his thing.
Yeah.
But since we live here,
That's a
we
little
have to
different.
take him outside,
Yeah.
walk him, and all that shit. It's not fair to them.
Yeah.
So we had a little dog at one point when we first moved here, little Gorky Poo. That was
Mhm.
my wife's dog, and that was plenty of little room out here that we
Yeah.
had because they're little
Yeah.
and they're high energy, but they can run around in the house too.
Yeah.
You not have to worry about it. But then we ended up having to put him down.
Oof.
Collapsed trachea.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude, that sucked because we had him for a few years, and then sometimes you get riled up and you go.
And that's just
It's just
Oh,
that I guess it's
damn.
those type of dogs.
yeah.
And one day he was like not eating, not doing anything,
Mm-hmm.
and he was doing that and he couldn't stop. So we took him to emergency vet, and they basically said like he has a collapsed trachea.
Oh god.
There's a place that works on stuff like that, so we had to drive all the way to WSU with that dog. So we took a weekend and drove all the way there. And the dog spent the night there. We spent the night in the hotel or whatever. Got the dog the next day, and he seemed fine the next day. But they were basically like, "Hey, so it's basically inoperable."
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
Long story short, he's fine for now.
Mm-hmm.
If you give him this medication, he'll probably be fine for now. But eventually, it's going to get worse. So I think we had him for maybe another month or two.
Yeah.
And then it got so bad that when we took him to the vet, they were like, yeah, they had to like drug him up so he could actually breathe and stuff.
Yeah.
But he was like a vegetable.
Oh god.
So we're like,
That's sad.
keep him alive and have this
Yeah.
as his quality of life, or
just
put him down. So
Yeah.
wifey and I fucking bawled our eyes out and
Yep.
gave him loves and held him until he was gone.
Yep.
And he's buried up at an in-laws house.
Oh damn.
It was a tough.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
people were like, it's just a dog. But when a
Yeah,
dog's been
but
in your
you
life
get
that
attached,
long,
yeah.
that's a kid. That's
Yeah.
a baby. That's your love.
Yep.
It's part of the family, bro.
100%.
Yeah, your sister died. Oh, this is your sister.
Yeah.
It's just your brother. It's just your kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Well, dude, I mean, I've never had, I guess I've never had a dog die,
Mm-hmm.
but I had a turtle for like 10 plus years.
I wanted a turtle so bad growing
And
up.
he had one eye.
Oh.
He was a one-eyed turtle. So I would have to like hand feed him.
Yeah.
It was a blast. But like, yeah, dude, I had him for like 10 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, that was sad.
Yeah.
I miss that guy.
Well, it's part of your routine, your daily
Yeah, dude.
life.
Yeah.
When something drastic like that changes, where you don't have to look out for something anymore,
Yeah.
you can feel it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's tough, man. I've always wanted a turtle when I was a kid. I begged my parents. I actually brought home a turtle
Mm-hmm.
once. I lived out in West Valley, and I brought home a turtle, and my buddy had an old fish that had died, so they had a
Mhm.
little terrarium. And so I put like a little bit of water in
Oh,
there and some dirt and stuff, and I brought it home and had it in my room.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, "What the fuck are you doing? Where'd you get that turtle?"
Well, because they smell a little bit.
Yeah,
They can get kind of smelly.
they do.
Yeah.
My parents were like, "What the hell is that?" And I told them where I found it, and they're like, "Take that thing back."
Yeah.
And so I was like begging them, and they're like, "No, that's a wild turtle."
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
it was like a animal that was, born and raised in a Petco,
Yeah.
that's different. But that thing swims the whole creek.
He had a whole ass creek, and you brought him to like a 10-gallon like tank.
It wasn't even that. It was like
Oh,
probably
shit.
like a 5-gallon, because all it was like a little beta fish in this
Dude,
thing.
you put him in like solitary confinement.
Yeah. Thinking on it now, I feel bad. But my mom was like, "Take that thing back.
Yeah.
You can't have it."
Yeah.
And I asked one of my friends, and I was like, "Can you keep this so
Yeah.
I can still have a turtle and just live at your house?" No. So I ended up taking it back. And as soon as I put that thing in the water, it took off,
Yeah.
disappeared. So I still think about that turtle every once in a while.
Damn, dude.
Because I wanted one so bad.
Yeah.
Because, when we were kids, I don't know if you remember this or if you had it at your school, but I went to Ridgeview Elementary, and every year they would bring like the wildlife guy that
Yep.
comes in, would bring all the wild
Yep.
animals.
Yeah.
And that's how I learned about the difference between like the corn snake or the red and black and yellow
Mhm.
snakes.
Yep.
If red touches black, you're okay, Jack. If red
Yep.
touches yellow, you're a dead fellow.
Oh yeah.
And he taught us that. And then he had like all kinds of, he had snakes, he had turtles, he had lizards. And I love the turtles. And I don't think it might have had something to do with like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles being a thing at the time. Because when I took that one turtle home that I got at the creek, I named him Donnie.
Donatello. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I was going to name him Michelangelo, but I'm Michael. So I'm like, nah, there's
Yep.
got to be one Mike in here.
Yep.
All Michelangelo, you could be
Mm.
Donnie.
Mikey 2.0.
Yeah.
You could name him that. Yeah.
But I always wanted a turtle, and I begged my parents for turtles all the time. And like, nope.
Yep.
And we ended up having a dog and some cats.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I have 2 cats now.
Oh,
if you
dude.
need cats, let me know. You can have
I'm
mine.
good. I'm good. I'm good.
I love my cats, but as soon as they're gone, I'm not having any
Yeah.
more fucking cats.
I used to have one. Yeah, but it was the most like it hated people.
Mm,
It never really came out, so it wasn't really that hard to like take care of.
yeah,
But it was just there, and I'm like, dude, like,
and they stink.
yeah, they can be.
They can be. Especially like we've had our cat come into our room. We try to keep our bedroom room shut.
Mhm.
And this is part of the reason why, is because we've had one of our cats get into our room and like get shut in the closet and then piss all over.
Oh
clothes.
yeah, dude.
And
Yeah,
that shit
had that.
is impossible.
Yep. It's
To
tough
get
to get out.
out.
Yep.
And some of it was like some of my wife's like really nice expensive stuff that just happened to be
No.
on the ground at the time,
Yeah.
and it just pissed all over and just ruined her like $80-$90 dresses that she had.
Yep.
So we're
It's
like,
gone.
fuck. So now we just shut our door.
Yep.
But there's been times where I've gone in there and my cat happens to be in there when the door shut. I'm like, how the fuck did you get in here?
Yeah.
Luckily, there hasn't been any piss except for one time. 8 months ago or something. It pissed on something,
Damn.
but we sprayed it.
Yeah,
cleaned
dude,
it
they
up
can
or
get
whatever.
they can get messy.
But I've had cats my whole life growing up, and the only time I would ever get another cat is if we lived, like I said, out in someplace and just had an outdoor cat.
Yeah.
Keep the mice and shit away.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't want like another indoor cat.
Yeah.
I'd let these cats outside right now if they weren't 14 years old.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't make it.
Or well, I think Ellie's. I got her when I moved back, so maybe about 12, 13.
That's still old.
She's getting up there.
Yeah.
She's still a good cat though.
Yeah.
And then she's just a fat cat. She's mama cat. And then Alfie, when we had to put Riker down, my wife's dog, like the very next day, that little black cat that I have was out back here.
Oh shit!
Like just randomly. We're like, where the hell did you come from?
It's like, well,
and it was like right before winter,
yeah.
and we were like waiting to see like if there was any mama cats around or anything like that. And no, nothing. So I don't know if someone just like abandoned this cat or if it was born and then mama died or ran away or something. I don't know. So, and you know, my wife and I, bleeding hearts, were like, we can't just let this cat just die in our backyard.
You gotta take it in.
So we put a trap out and caught it and took it upstairs. But the thing is like, we thought it was someone's cat because every time it would come up to the back door, my wife would like, you know, because it's a glass back door, sliding glass door.
Yeah.
My wife would go down there like, hi, kitty, you know, through the glass, and it would just like rub up on the glass like it wanted loves. But as soon as you open the door, boom, gone. So it's like it wanted loves. But then he's like that now, though. He wants loves when he wants loves, but as soon as you try and touch him, he's boom,
dude, that's
gone.
how cats are, though. I mean, because they're their own, like their own brains. They just do their own thing.
They're like, I don't want you.
They're not like dogs that are just like,
you want to pet me? Fuck yeah.
Pet me, throw a ball, anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take anything.
Yeah.
But then cats are just like, whatever.
Cats are like, peasant.
I'll do what I want.
You peasant.
For real.
I don't want you to touch me.
Yeah.
Unless it's on my terms.
Exactly.
But even then, you touch them and they're like, you love
them.
them. They love you for a little bit.
I'm good.
And they either run away or they start attacking you.
Yep.
I had another cat named Oliver a long time ago. And that thing, I loved it. It was cool. It was a cool little cat. You scratch it, but then as soon as you started petting its back, it would flip over on its belly, and then it would just like fucking like try to kill you.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like playful biting and scratching. It was like mauling your hand.
Oh shit.
And I was like, fuck, dude. This like hurts. I probably have a scar somewhere on one of my hands from him still.
Damn.
But that stayed with an ex. So
yeah.
It's cool. That's her problem.
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love animals though, man. Which is kind of funny as being a hunter.
Yeah.
But there's certain animals you hunt, there's certain animals you love.
Yeah.
You know, PETA will say, oh, where do you draw the line? Right about here. Horses and all that shit, those are all pets.
Yeah.
Everything over here you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there was I think, wasn't there? I know that on like the reservation, they gather up a lot of the wild horses and they take them. But I don't know where they take them to.
Wild horses, huh?
Oh, dude, there's so many wild horses down there. There's tons.
Down in Lower Valley?
Yeah.
Oh, probably over there closer to Goldendale maybe or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you drive...
It's like heading towards on Sadis.
Okay. Because I know like when you're driving between like Toppenish down to Goldendale area, I think it's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
All that like land out there is all Yakima Indian Nation. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was just like the nation and then like part of White Swan and this. No, I looked it up on the map.
Yep. It's huge. It's huge. Yeah.
Most of it's desolate. Yeah. But it's huge.
Yeah.
And if you know any native guys or gals that want to hunt and let me go out there and hunt, let me know because they can shoot a deer a day if they want. Yep. I'm like, well, shit, dude. How come I don't get that privilege?
Yeah.
I live on this land too, but they had to deal with some shit.
Yeah.
And they got permission from their tribe and government and all that shit. So, hey, whatever.
Yeah.
More power to them.
Yeah.
So, but I've driven that land because we went down to Goldendale the turkey hunt a couple years ago, wife and I, and I've never turkey hunted before. That was fun.
Yeah.
Because I'm all gillied up.
I've never gone for that, yeah.
No?
Mm-mm.
The only thing that sucks is you can hunt for turkeys here in spring, but during the fall you can't hunt around here. Stupid.
I think, that's the only time I see them is in the fall. Yeah.
Well, of course. Because they're like, you can't hunt me, you fucker.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't shoot me. That's why I'm hanging out, Yep. Yeah, because Spokane, over Spokane area, they're everywhere. You can hunt Spokane spring and fall.
Mhm.
Goldendale, you can hunt spring and fall. Yakima, you can just hunt spring. I've never seen a turkey out here during spring. I've seen them during the fall.
Yeah.
I've heard them.
Yeah.
And then Goldendale, we went down during, I think it was fall. Might have been fall. I think it was fall. Wifey and I went. We spent a couple days there, and we went hunting. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Went out just to a couple different spots that we thought there might be turkeys. Saw a couple other hunters and stuff, and stopped one of the guys, and I was like, "Hey man, you seen anything?" He's like, "No, I haven't seen anything all day." I'm like, "Oh shit!" And he could have been lying because he didn't want to tell me,
Yeah.
or he was actually legit and was like, "No." But we pulled up to a spot, and we were shot calling. It's
Mhm.
called shot calling. So during the early morning or evening, you do an owl call.
Mhm.
And you go, "Woo, woo, woo," do the owl call. They usually, because they're, I guess, predators, they gobble, whatever.
Yeah.
And then that's how you use the pinpoint before you start using like a female,
Mhm.
because you can only hunt toms,
Yeah.
males, or unless it has a beard. Some females do have the beards. And then during the day, you do a crow call, and they respond to that too. So you use that to kind of locate them, and then you use, if you want a decoy, you can, and then you use a actual hen call to call them in. And there's a lot with turkeys. They're dumber than a box of rocks, but they're also like kind of wily, and they have really good eyesight. So if you got that fucker in your range, or if you think he's anywhere near, you just don't move.
Yeah.
You just don't move. And if you move real slow just to do a call. That's why a lot of people do the mouth calls, or to move your gun. Some people put them like on tripods or bipods and then just sit and then just move it this way. And we called, first time ever, we were driving up, and I did a crow call, and we heard a turkey. We're like, oh, fuck. So my wife and I pull over. We get all gillied out. Yeah. We go down part of this hill. It's like a steep hill, and there's another hill on this side, but the road was shut off, so we couldn't go that way. And we're sitting there hanging out, and I'm sitting here calling this turkey. Got the decoy out. My wife's in front of me. I'm behind her. I'm watching this way and this way, and then she's watching straight. And I'm like, he's going to be closer to you. I want you to take him. Worst comes to worst, if he comes over here, I'll take him, or over here. But he sounds like he's coming from this way. So I want you to take him. I want you, the first turkey kill of the family, I want you to do it. Yeah. And we call him. He's gobbling. And it sounds like he's like right here. It's weird. And then it sounds like he's far away. And then he's right here. And then he's far away. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Didn't realize their voices carry so far. We're like in a valley. Exactly, so it was like echoing back and forth. I tried to glass him. I couldn't find him. And we sat there for probably an hour. Just, he was gobbling. We were talking back and forth. And then all of a sudden he gets quiet. And I had done some research, and I had heard when a turkey gets quiet, don't call. Because if you call too much, it'll scare them. So, and chances are if they get quiet, think they're in your area. They're either gone, or they're close. Yeah. So I'm just sitting there, and we waited for like, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes. And then all of a sudden I hear him again, and he's like way off. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. So I was like, let's get in the truck and try and go that way. But the road, by the time we figured out, we went up there, the road had been blocked off. So we couldn't go that way. And I don't know that area well enough to be able to go all the way around. And by then, who knows, by the time I got over there, he might have been gone. Yeah. So we just packed up. We went to another spot and tried calling a little later, but like, I guess towards the middle of the day, they don't do a lot of moving. They just kind of found their spot. And they're hanging out until it starts getting closer to evening time. And then they start moving again. Yeah. To find their nest for their roost for the evening.
Yeah, no, that'd be fun.
It was fun. Even though we didn't get anything, it was fun just getting out, bullshitting, and then just learning it. Yeah. We didn't have any guides except for the couple videos I watched online and some of the stuff I've researched and read on what to do and what not to do. But other than that, we just went out, and it was just kind of cool just to get out in nature and then just hang out with my wife, just us two, for a day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, so I love
Good.
it.
Yeah.
Same with like fishing or hunting, even like ducks and stuff. You know, we get out there at 4 a.m, get all set up, watch the sun come up,
Yep.
get to hear the world around you waking up around
Oh,
you.
yeah.
You know, the birds start chirping.
So yeah, that's like one thing that I will wake up early for.
Yeah, I love it.
Hunting, hunting and golf.
Yeah,
That's about it.
I love it. That's one of my favorite parts of the day because like your phone is on silent or off.
Yeah.
You know, because it's about hunt light. You know, you got the watch, you're sitting there checking, and then you just start hearing stuff flying over you. You start hearing rustling in the bushes next to you.
Everything's moving.
Everything's starting to wake up. The world is. And you're like, man, I've been up for 3 hours and you guys are just barely waking up.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And the thing that sucks about hunting is I'm usually so excited the night before that I can't sleep.
Yep.
So when I get out there, I hunt for 4 hours, 5 hours, depending on the day. But I get out there, I have to set up and all that other shit off of like maybe 3 hours of sleep.
Oh yeah.
It's
I feel that. Yeah.
But it's worth it. And the adrenaline kicks in too, especially when you start seeing shit flying over, like ducks especially. You're like, wang, wang. You see them, oh fuck. Okay, let's go.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ever want to go duck hunting with us, bro.
Dude, I'll do that too.
Yeah. Do you have a shotgun?
I do.
Let's go, bro.
Okay.
Obviously you need your license.
Yeah.
But you could always just come out and not hunt. Just
Yeah.
come chill with us.
No. I would get the
I mean, because we have
the whole license.
because where we go, it's off the river. It's a slough off the river. It's about, I don't know, 6-7 foot deep.
That's not bad.
So we have a kayak.
Yeah, nice.
We usually have a kayak. My buddy's trying to get his dog. Sometimes we'll bring someone that has a dog, and that retrieves so much better.
Yeah.
We don't have to do anything, but we still got to go out in the kayak to lay out the decoys.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, and then we built a blind out there quite a few years ago, and I haven't been out there this year, so I don't know what it looks like yet.
Yeah.
Usually we go out by now and go check it out and brush it in and whatnot if it needs to. We haven't been able to do that yet. I think Brandon was supposed to do that, or is going to do that either this weekend or one of these weekends, because hunting season's coming up real quick. It's October like 12th or something, so it's like 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
So we got to get shit settled up, and usually there's a reeds over here on our left that we got to cut down so we can have more view of the river or the slough. And then I think he's going out because I think it's a Saturday, and I think he's going out like Wednesday or Thursday. And him and his brother are just going to stay up there.
Yeah.
For the next couple of days, just
awesome.
Camp there. I was like, all right, I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And I just leave, Saturday morning at 4 because they'll already be set up. All I got to do is show up and go, show up and shoot. So that'll be fun.
That's the way to do it. Yeah. Cause I don't remember the last time I went, but I think it was like, it's probably in high school, honestly. So probably like
duck hunt
10 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I think I got pissed because it was a cold morning, wet morning.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I don't want to sit out here.
Yeah.
This is not my thing.
Yeah, I have 1,000-gram waders, so they're thick.
Yeah.
Which sucks for this time of year because it's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
But during the dead of winter with some long johns and shit, man, they're toasty.
Yeah.
So, except this year or last year, I found out that I have a hole right here, so it's got a little pinhole.
Shit, yeah.
So my pants, I look like I pissed myself when I take them off. I'm like, where the fuck all this water come from?
Yeah.
So I got to get that patched, which is easy. I have a patch upstairs for it. So, but yeah, it'd be fun, man, just to go out. And we usually go. I mean, that's one thing I like about duck hunting season. It starts in October and ends in January.
Yeah.
So you got
long time,
3 months to do it.
Yeah.
With the exception of like a week or two, I think, because they have like opening day, and then it's like a week off or a week or two off, and then it opens back up, which is so weird.
Yeah, I think just to get everything moving and
which is nice opening day because you get all those animals that haven't been shot at all year, so they're dumb.
Yep,
they're not on the lookout. But I know they know. They know that
they do.
I'm sure they get emailed the fucking opening day and all that shit because they're looking and they're like, you see hundreds of ducks and then it's opening day, you don't see
nothing.
Shit.
No.
You're like, how do these guys know every year? They know every year.
Yep.
So I don't know.
Always how it works.
Yeah. And we might there's a couple spots on that road that we go. There's our spot. There's a spot down the road that we found one year. It's like a 5-man blind that's hidden in these reeds that I've been there like once, maybe twice, but every time we go there, there's no one ever there. And it's kind of weird because like whoever built it, I don't know how they built it, but it's like off this pond. It's deep in these reeds. I don't know if they cut the reeds down when they built it or what, and then they put like a rope all the way from where you park. So like it's a one tiny little spot, and you're basically holding onto a rope going through like waist deep water. So it's kind of a pain in the ass, especially when you're hauling a kayak through that shit. Dude. Yeah. But you need a kayak out there because it's deep. So, and the water's cool because like it's a huge area, but the last couple times we went there, there's like no one ever out there. Yeah. There's a couple other spots that people have hunted because you can tell. But when I went out there, there wasn't out there. No one out there. You could hear shots like at the other spot, but no one shooting in that area, which was cool. Yeah. And then there's another spot behind this native guy's house. He has a pond. We call it the wood duck pond because there's a fuck ton. Well, it used to be a shit ton of wood ducks in there. Yeah. And I don't know if you've ever seen a male wood duck, but they are gorgeous. They're beautiful. Yep. And we asked that guy one day, like, "Hey, is it cool if we jump shoot this?" And he's like, "I don't care." So we're like, "Cool." And we're like, "Hey, do we need to pay you or anything?" He's like, "Nah, I don't care. Yeah, as long as it's not like first thing in the morning." Yeah. So we usually hunt at our spot and then swing by there real quick, shoot, and then
just go check and go.
And then we found another spot in Wapato that we jump shoot to. But we hunted it 2 years ago as our last day. Got a couple things, but that place is always full of ducks. We just jump shoot it because as soon as we roll up to a certain spot, as soon as they see you, like 30 ducks fly off the water. You only got 3 shells. So legally, you only got 3 shells. Yeah. So you got to make them count.
Yeah. So we would drive the canals. Oh down in White Swan and Hera, and we would jump shoot those.
Yeah, we did the same thing, kind of like that, but we were driving down where that wood duck pond is. This road connects to a different road, so we were driving through that, and we saw a bunch of quail. Oh, nice! Yeah. So I'm like, oh fuck! So I unloaded all my 4-shot, 2-shot, put it in a bunch of bird shot. Hell yeah! And then had to throw on my orange vest, and then saw a bunch, and then we started walking down, and as soon as they start moving, then you shoot them because if not, they're gone. Yeah, quick. So I think we got 2 quail that same day. So we got like, I don't know, 4 or 5 ducks and then 2 quail. Heck yeah. And then we went to that wood ducks or the other pond in Wapato, and my brother-in-law got 2 doves that day. Because doves, they go in pairs usually. Yep. So lovebirds. Yeah. So it flew over and he saw a dove and he popped it. Fell down, he picked it up, and then the other one like did a huge circle and came back. He's like, "Is that the other one? Oh fuck!" And then popped that one too. I was like, "Oh shit, that's dope, bro."
The pair,
yeah, he got the mom and the dad. Yeah, I was like, "That's badass." I was like, "Man, it's crazy." So, and then he usually smokes it or make jerky or something with it. I have friends that don't like the taste of duck, so they make sticks, like pepperoni sticks or whatever. Just depends. Yeah. I like it flavored a little bit. Yeah. I don't mind cooking it. Just on the grill or whatever.
Same, yeah.
Did you ever eat at the Carousel in Yakima, the French place, when it was here? It's down off of Front Street. It's a French place. It's right across the street from like the Track 29 like depot. You know where the McDonald's is? Yeah. It's in that same parking lot back there. My wife and I went there one time to try it as like an anniversary thing or whatever. Bless you. Thank you. And we used to get like the filet mignon or whatever. And I saw the duck on there one day and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try it. Yeah. And bro, I don't know how they cooked it.
Was it good?
It just, like you could cut it with a fork.
Oh, what?
Like you just cut it with a fork. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? And it had like this delicious like sauce on it over mashed potatoes or whatever. And after we found out they shut down, I reached out to their Facebook page and messaged them and asked them if there's any way I can get that recipe. Yeah. And it did the automatic thing like this Facebook page is no longer And then, so I can't remember exactly how I got a hold of somebody. Maybe I posted on Facebook or something, and someone reached out to me and said, "Hey, I know the guy that used to be one of the head chefs there.
Mm.
I'll give him your information." I'm like, "All right, fuck yeah, dope." And then he reached out to me, and I was like, "Hey, man," and he's like, "Hey, what'd you need?" And I was like, "Hey, we used to go there during, when you guys were going. The only thing I really want is that duck recipe, if you guys could give it to me, because my plan was to make it for my wife one year for her anniversary."
Mm.
And he's like, "Yeah, I think I have the cookbook still. Let me see if I can find it." And then he never fucking reached back out to me, dude. So it's like, if you guys know that guy,
what's his name?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'd have to look it up. He's somewhere in my messengers. I'm sure. Let's see. Duck. Let me see if I can look up
Duck. So yeah, let's see. We could find him.
Oh, Abiel. 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 Hoff. Abiel Hoff. He said, "My name is Abiel Hoff. I was the social media manager for Carousel. I saw your message about the duck today." This is in 2022. I think I actually ended up with one of the recipe books from the restaurant. I will see if that recipe is in the one I have and send you a photo of it. If you would like me, let me know. And I said, "That would be amazing. We missed the Carousel. My wife and I would go there all the time." He said, "I do too. I'll see if I have it." And then this is on like January 2022. And I messaged him like a month later. "Do you ever find anything?" He's like, "No, I have not. I have one more place to look though." I said, "No problem. If not, no biggie. Thank you again." And then he never messaged me back after that. So I'm assuming maybe either A, he forgot, or B, he never found anything.
You should message him again. Say, "Hey, I want that duck recipe.
Yo."
I've been waiting, kind of patient, and I'm just
I'm gonna do it right now.
Reaching out, yeah. Say, I hit add in case you weren't gonna get it. I was gonna get it for you. Yeah, I don't know. What's your favorite restaurant in Yakima?
So at one point it was Carousel.
Mm.
Restaurant in Yakima. I don't know. I do like Provisions. Provisions is pretty good.
Mm.
I have yet to eat at some of the places downtown that have opened up since, forever.
Yeah.
I just never venture out to Yakima very often. And when I do, it's usually for business, going to the grocery store or sometimes to eat.
Yeah.
I do like Provisions. I've gone to, what's the one at Glenwood Square?
Zesta.
Zesta's not too bad. I do like Cowiche Canyon.
Yep.
Cowiche Canyon's good.
They have a meat and prime rib dip.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I used to like going to what's that bar inside the movie theater across the street? Orion. And then Mickey's Pub.
Yeah.
I liked that place for a long time. They used to have one called the Irish Dip.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good. It had like a Irish slaw, and it came with like a dip.
Yeah.
So basically like a French dip with Irish slaw instead of the normal stuff. And that was phenomenal. I just haven't been there in a long time. This is before we had kids. Now you can't go there unless you're 21. So it's like, well, shit, I can't bring my kids with me.
Yep.
But maybe with date night or something. I have to be careful where I eat because I have a seafood allergy.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of places that serve seafood, I have to be careful whether I can go there or not.
Yeah.
Because of a lot of cross-contamination.
Yeah,
and I really don't feel like sticking myself with an EpiPen.
Yeah, no.
Not for the fact that I might die, but because those fuckers are expensive.
Yep.
So I don't want to spend a lot of money on stabbing myself with a needle that I absolutely hate because I hate needles. But I would love to eat maybe some Asian restaurants eventually, but it's so hard because most of them, do like shrimp
seafood,
I do like king crab though, which is kind of funny because they do have a lot of seafood. But their pho, pho is fucking delicious.
Yeah,
I love pho. or pho if you want to.
Yeah.
I think it's pronounced pho. It's funny because it's called the pho king crab. So pho king crab. It's fucking hilarious. Great. Those ones are my ones that I can go to, I think, most times and be okay with. And I can't think of any other ones that I've really tried recently that I've thoroughly enjoyed. I do like JJ's Birria for like tacos, or the Birria ramen is.
Yeah, I went there last week actually.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, I got some tacos there. Yeah, it was so my work is like right next to Don Cheo's.
Oh,
and
Don Cheo's,
and then during the month of June, it was like every Tuesday it was like $1 tacos.
Oh fuck!
So I would get probably 6 or 7, eat them, and then I would walk back over to get more.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah, because they're little street tacos,
yeah,
right?
Dude. Yeah, they're good.
I miss dog.
They're amazing.
I might have to start going there in June, right?
Yeah.
I might have to start going there in June because I miss when dollar tacos was a thing.
Dude, I miss when tacos were cheaper.
Yeah.
They're so goddamn expensive.
It used to be, I think at one point when I lived in Post Falls, there's a place, and I think they had a day where it was like tacos were $3 for $1.
Hell yeah.
Like street tacos.
It'd be so sick.
They were busy all the fucking time.
Oh, hell
those
yeah.
days.
Yeah.
But if you went in the right time, they weren't that busy. And I'd go in there and order 9 tacos.
Hell yeah.
And just destroy those things.
Yeah.
And they had some of the best sauce I've ever had.
I can eat tacos all fucking day long.
Every day.
Love it.
Tacos is one of those things. Some days I'm like, how did these Hispanic guys eat tacos every day? And then I eat a taco. I'm like, oh yeah, that's why.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I could eat Mexican food for every meal.
Yeah,
easily.
I love Mexican food. I love Italian food.
Yep.
I make my own Chinese food because of the seafood thing.
Yeah.
I love Chinese food. I love Filipino food. Ooh, Filipino food. Have you ever had Filipino food?
I think I have like once or twice.
So, if you ever get a chance on Sundays, and I think on Thursdays as well. So Sundays at the farmer's market in Yakima, there's a Filipino place, and they do pancit and barbecue chicken, and then lumpia. I think it's like $12 or $15. I don't know what it is now.
Yeah,
but so good.
I usually go to the farmer's market probably every other weekend. So
check that place out.
I'll do that.
If the pancit's really good, it's like noodles, and then they have like vegetables and all that stuff, and I think it comes with some rice too. And then the barbecue chicken is fire, and then the lumpia. Ooh, the lumpia. So basically, like
I did try that. Yeah.
And then it comes with like a sweet chili sauce. You dip it in. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
And then there's another place in Wapato that's only open on Thursdays. I think it's called like Takeout Thursdays or something on Thursdays or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. But they do it like at a church or something. And it's a Filipino place. Because a lot of people don't know this, but like Wapato Lower Valley has a shit ton of Filipino people. They have a lot of natives, and they have obviously, but then they have a lot of Filipino and Hispanic people. It's crazy. That's part of the reason I think why my grandparents moved here, because my grandfather was from the Philippines, and they have a huge Filipino community down in Lower Valley. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at Filipino people and Hispanic people, they have a lot of similarities in looks because they have like the darker complexion. Filipino people have usually more slanted eyes because they're Asian based rather than native based over on this side. But a lot of their stuff's the same. Like they they eat adobo.
Yeah.
Adobo on both sides. They both use pesos as currency.
I guess that's, yeah.
And then they're both were, I think at one point, correct me if I'm wrong, but conquered, I think, by the Spaniards at one point, or at least attacked by the Spaniards. So there's some influence in the Spanish. So a lot of their words in Tagalog, which is their native tongue, and Spanish have a lot of similarities, or at least some of the same bases.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that know Spanish
that,
can kind of learn Tagalog to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because some of the words are, if not the same, similar. So kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of interesting.
That is interesting.
They do on Thursdays, only for a short time during the day, same type of thing, pancit and rice and chicken and all that stuff, and lumpia. And their lumpias, ooh, I bought I think a pack of 10 lumpia last time I was there.
Yeah.
Came with a bunch of sweet chili sauce and stuff, and oh yeah, I can just destroy that shit.
I need to try that then. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like egg rolls?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it's an egg roll, I think, with like pork usually.
Yeah.
Like ground pork.
Ooh,
Yeah,
sounds
it's
good then.
so good. I love it.
I'm gonna try that shit.
And then I like Japanese food. I make
Yep.
tonkatsu. Have you ever heard of tonkatsu?
Mm.
So it's fried pork cutlet.
Okay.
So you take like a pork chop,
Yeah.
boneless, and then you just you mash it down, tenderize it,
Yeah. Yeah.
tenderize it, and then you flour, egg, panko, and then deep fry it. And then I usually make it with like a scrambled egg, shredded cabbage, white rice, pile it on, and then there's the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Is the money is tonkatsu sauce. Bulldog makes the best tonkatsu sauce besides making it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have an Asian market around here anymore, so it's hard to find. I usually buy it on Amazon, like a 3-pack.
I think there's actually a Asian market store.
Is there now?
Yeah. It's down on Safeway on South First, but not. It's like off First Street in the little plaza, kind of by the Safeway gas station.
Oh,
where the old, I think, Payless Shoes used to be in there. It's like the far left building, I believe.
I'll have to swing by there then.
Yeah.
Because if they have Asian stuff that I'm looking for,
I will. So yeah, because I have to drive down that way tomorrow during lunch. So I'll for sure let you know.
Well, I'll be in Seattle area this weekend, so I'll probably pick them up.
Yeah, dude.
There's a fuck ton of Asian stuff over there.
Yeah.
I'll pick some stuff up over there. But yeah, Bulldog is the best one I can find. And you just put that on top. It's almost like a sweet barbecue sauce almost, but it doesn't have like that smokiness as barbecue.
Yeah.
And it's a fruit and vegetable sauce that they usually just let like ferment.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a while to make itself if you were making it personally. And it's just the sweet with the salty and the pork and and you can do it with chicken too.
Yeah.
But pork is where it's at.
Yeah.
First time I ever had it, my uncle, he's Korean, but he worked in a Japanese place growing up. So he knows how to make sushi and all that shit.
Yeah.
I tried it at his house when I was living there, and oh my God, I was hooked.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've been making it. And it's one of my signature dishes, that and bulgogi.
Yeah.
I love bulgogi too. I just love Asian food. I just love food.
Yeah.
Any good food, I don't give a shit what it is.
Yeah. Eat it up.
Yeah. Have you ever had German food?
Besides like a German sausage dog.
No.
That's it. A German sausage glizzy.
Leavenworth.
Yeah, dude.
So Leavenworth, I believe, is like kind of like Germantown.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I assume so because they have like Bavarias and all.
Oh
that
yeah,
stuff.
dude. Leavenworth's fun.
So wifey and I went a couple years ago, or quite a few years ago actually, before we had kids. She had bought like a hotel and all this stuff, and it was in the beginning of January.
Mm-hmm.
So Leavenworth, January, it's cold, snow, and all that shit. But it was cool because they had all the Christmas lights up still.
That's so pretty.
And it wasn't busy because it was after the holidays.
It's the best time to go.
So we went, and there was like maybe 50 people in this town.
Yeah.
We went everywhere and not a single line nowhere. We didn't see hardly anybody.
Yeah.
So we went to the brewery, went downstairs to this place called like the cellar, the soup cellar.
Mm-hmm.
And they had some of the best soup I ever had. They have a bunch of $1 bills all over the walls and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can sign and put it up there. Cool little spot. And then one night went out for a date night, and I couldn't remember where it was. It's in the main plaza area that everybody goes and takes pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And it's upstairs, but it's a German restaurant. And we went in there, and it was just us two, the staff, and then there was a group of kids that I think were like a wrestling team that had just won some type of tournament or something. So they were there celebrating.
Yeah.
And they were in the area.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
But it had German food, and German food's like potatoes and meat and all that stuff. But it was just so like something about it.
Yeah.
It was just like very like homey, welcoming, full. It was just like I ate everything on that plate, and I just like, man, I'm so full, but I want more.
Yep.
Man, this sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, German food. Had German food, that was good. I can't remember what we had exactly because it's been quite a few years, and my memory sucks now because I smoked a lot of weed in high school. So
that's how it goes.
But it was. I remember it being good. I like just going to Leavenworth just because it's just a beautiful area.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been on that new roller coaster thing yet. I heard
Yeah,
it's
no.
fun.
Yeah, it so like I loved living up there. It was so nice.
Oh, you lived it there?
Well, up in Wenatchee, so it's like
Oh, okay. Yeah,
yeah, it's like 20 minutes away.
yeah. I like Wenatchee. Wenatchee's a nice area.
Yeah,
You know,
It
been
was-
up to Wenatchee a couple times. It's nice. It's kind of more foresty. You know, it's not a huge place.
Yeah.
You know, it's I guess maybe about the size of Yakima, maybe.
about the same as Yakima.
Yeah.
I would think,
But it's not deserty. It's
No, 'cause
it's
they
more foresty.
yeah, but
Yeah.
but they also have all the orchards up there too, and
Yeah.
there was so yeah, it was a blessing and a curse going to Wenatchee for baseball because it was. I mean, so if we did like a conditioning,
Mhm.
like one day would be we would go hike. So it was nice, but then it was like great, like another hike.
Yeah.
But then yeah, no, I loved it up there, and
Yeah.
I mean like when it got hot, like we would go to the beach, like by the river, and
Yeah.
it was awesome.
It probably doesn't get as hot up there, does it?
Oh yeah,
Does it?
oh yeah,
I mean, I guess it's not that far away.
yeah. No, it still gets super hot.
Yeah. Still triple digits.
Yeah,
Okay. I would assume because I'm assuming it's, I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming it's a little higher elevation because it's
Yeah.
closer to the mountain. So I would assume it'd be a little cooler, but I guess it doesn't get, I mean, even in Seattle, it gets, I mean, they're right next to the water, but it gets muggy and hot over there too.
Yeah.
Not as hot as over here, but I mean,
Yeah.
there's been years
Yeah.
where they've gotten up there.
yeah. I was like, because I was just in Seattle and Bellingham last weekend,
Yeah.
and I didn't pack shorts because it said it was gonna be like the 60s.
Yeah.
But I had to buy shorts because it was hot.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
That
I was just
mugginess,
dying.
bro.
Yeah.
That humidity will just kill you.
Oh yeah. No, it was yeah, dude. The 60 degrees over there was hot, but then I mean, but like when I lived in Florida and I worked outside in
Yeah.
the summer,
Ugh.
it was like 120.
Yeah. And then 100% humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Ugh.
I mean, but then yeah,
But you get used to it.
yeah.
If you live down there for long enough,
Yeah.
you get used to it.
Yeah.
I like my wife and I and her parents have been in New York, so Manhattan.
Oh, yeah.
in upstate New
Yep.
York, plenty of times, and we've gone everywhere from the dead of winter to summertime, multiple occasions because she had a specialist doctor over there that she would go see, and
Mhm.
it was kind of whenever we could. And dead of winter, oh my god, it was like -10 with the wind chill.
Yeah.
And we were bundled up. We had like 4 layers on top, 3 layers on bottom, and as soon as you go into a restaurant or a place, it's 80 degrees. So you got to
Yep.
strip everything off because
Yep.
you're instantly sweating.
Yeah.
And then you're sweating and hot, and then you put all that shit back on and go outside, and you're cold again because you're sweat.
Yep.
Oh god, it was miserable. And then we
Yeah.
went during I think it was late spring, early summer one year, and it was like probably like 78, which isn't terrible, but 100% humidity.
Yep.
I was
Yeah.
dying sweating, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
why am I sweating so bad? I'm like, what temperature is it? I'm like, oh, it's nice out.
Yeah.
Back
we
home,
did.
this is nice.
I think when in 2007, played a baseball tournament in Cooperstown, New York.
Okay, yeah.
And but then like before we drove up to Cooperstown, we stayed in New York City for 3 days,
Yeah.
and then we played a game in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
And then I got a park. It was super humid.
Yeah.
But then going up to Cooperstown, I mean,
Cool down.
no,
It was still hot
even
up there?
hotter. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I was lucky because earlier that's I guess like probably like 2 weeks before
Mhm.
we went to New York. We were in Florida for like a family event. I think it was my great grandparents' like 60th wedding anniversary or 50th back then. But anyways, I mean, because I got used to the humidity in Florida.
Yeah.
Then we went straight to New York, and it was like,
So you're like, yeah, it's not that bad.
yeah, but still, it was like it was rough.
Compared to going from like here to there, it would suck.
Yeah.
But if you're already, been around the humidity for over a week
Yeah.
or about a week, you start getting acclimated to it a little bit more.
Yeah. So yeah, there was so when I moved to Florida, it was like the single digits here,
Mm-hmm.
and then we drove there, and we get there, and there like one of the first days that we were there, it was in the 50s,
Mhm.
and that's cold as shit for them.
Yeah.
And it was like 50s, 40s, and everyone's all bundled up. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna wear shorts to work today. This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is great.
This is perfect.
This is what this is what I love.
Yeah, and then I'd be outside all the time, and then I got used to the heat. And then if it got below, like if it was in the 70s, like I need to put on pants.
Yeah, you start
This
getting
is-
chilly.
Yeah,
Isn't that weird how that
Yeah.
works? Yeah. I remember. I remember when we went down to Florida. We went down after school was out for the year, so we went down like end of June, early July.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And my uncle lived down there. It was about an hour north of Orlando,
Okay.
Cocoa Beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know where
Yeah.
that's at?
Yep.
I-95.
Yeah, dude.
I drive I-90.
The
I drive 95.
Dude, I have some crazy videos like from I-95.
People are
like, on my
fucking
phone.
mobbing on that
Dude,
thing.
I
dude.
have videos.
I was scared the entire time.
Oh,
My
yeah.
uncle's like, "Oh, this is normal."
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I was glad that when I lived there, I had a 2014 Camaro,
Mm,
so I could keep up.
yeah,
But yeah, dude, there's some. I mean, like my commute from Fort Lauderdale to Pompano Beach, so it's like 10 miles,
yeah,
and it was like an hour and a half because some dumbass on the I-95 wrecked,
yeah.
and it just every morning,
Yeah.
backup traffic.
Damn. Ugh. I'm glad we don't have that shit around here.
Yeah, dude. But it was well, yeah, because I had to also go down to Miami once a week,
Mhm.
and then I would go on Fridays, and so I would just stay in Miami, and then come back up then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, dude. Traffic was terrible.
Yeah, I hated traffic over there. But once you get into the little towns or whatever, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You know, because my uncle lived literally like you could see the beach
Mhm.
from his house. Like
Yeah.
he wasn't on the beach, but he was close enough
Yeah.
where you can literally see it. So we'd have to drive a little bit to get
Yeah.
there. But the very first day we were there, well, so we flew out of Seattle at like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. or something like that. So it was like cold.
Yeah.
And then we land there
Mhm.
at the end of the day.
It's like a 9 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but then a 3-hour time difference. So
Yeah.
it's like evening time and it's
Yeah.
the hottest part of the fucking day
Yeah.
in end of June, early
Yep.
July.
Yeah.
And I got pants on, I got a shirt on,
Yeah.
I got a sweater on. I'm dying sweating. This is in 2006. So a few years after 9/11 happened.
Mhm.
They're real strict on all the flight
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
As soon as we landed in Florida, they pulled up to our gate and then they told everybody to stay sitting. What's going on? We were on that plane for over an hour with no air conditioning. They had to turn the engines back on
Yeah.
to get some airflow, but it wasn't any cold air. It was
Mhm.
just air.
Yeah.
And they had maybe not air marshal, but they had someone
Mhm.
come off the ground and come on and like take 2 people off the plane.
Oh shit.
And then they came through. It was a couple of people that came through and they asked every single person
Mm-hmm.
who they are, where they're from,
That's crazy.
how many people they're with, and
Yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know who those people were. I'm glad we didn't blow up.
Yeah. For real.
And this is my first time ever on a plane.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, we
Damn.
almost died. And now I'm stuck in 100-degree weather on a plane with no air conditioning, in pants and sweater.
Hey,
I'm dying.
that sounds like an average trip to Florida right there.
So we landed. My uncle's calling my mom. Where are you guys at? I'm at the gate, waiting for you guys
Yeah.
or whatever. And we're like, we're on the plane,
Yeah.
And then 45 minutes later, my uncle's calling, where are you guys at? We're still on the fucking plane,
Yeah.
It was probably a little over an hour. And then we finally get off and we told my uncle's like, that's crazy, no. And as soon as we get off the plane, I go to the bathroom, I switch to shorts because I am
Yeah.
dying. I'm sweating, bro. I've never sweat that much in my life.
Oh yeah.
And then all the humidity, because in the airport, it's air conditioned for the
Mhm.
most part.
Oh yeah.
But as soon as you got outside,
Oh, yeah,
that
dude.
humidity hit, and I
Yep.
was like, "Oh, I
Every-
fucking hate this."
Every let's say because I kept my apartment at like 65 degrees
Damn,
and AC blasting
yeah,
all the time.
Yep.
And then I would open up my door to go outside and just boom, like right in the face, just humid.
It's
I
like
mean,
someone's punching you almost.
dude, you could take your hand and wave it in the air and it's like you're cutting water.
Yeah,
It rough.
it's
but
nasty.
yeah.
I remember when we went down there, my uncle had a pool out back and he had the net,
Oh
the
yeah,
mosquito net or whatever out the back.
Yep.
And we went out there and I was like, man, it's 100 degrees out. I'm going to jump in this pool. Jumped in, lukewarm. Not even cold. I was like, man, this sucks.
Yeah, dude.
And then we go to the beach and it was nice and cool because it's ocean water. I mean, it's warmer, but it's but what sucked is that very first day we were going to the beach. We pull in the car, we pull up, and there's probably like 4 cars ahead of us, and we're getting ready to turn left to go to the beach. The beach is right there. We're waiting for the left. Red light. Still red light. Boom. Got fucking rear-ended.
Oh no shit.
Truck came up behind us and hit us. We hit us so hard that we hit the car in front of them. They hit the car in front of them, and they hit the car in front of them. And Florida's no fault state.
Yeah.
So your own insurance covers your own shit.
Yeah.
So we had to wait for the police to show up and all that stuff. My mom and my uncle were like, had really bad whiplash. My brother and I had some, but we were younger, so we could, recover from it better. And they ended up having to go to the doctor to get all this shit going on. Yeah. So we didn't go to the beach for like 3 days.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
I was like, the only reason I'm here is to go to the beach.
For real.
And then we ended up going to like Ron John Surf Shop. That was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
First time I ever got the reef sandals with the beer bottle openers. Yeah. And then we went to Cocoa Beach one day. Then we went to Daytona Beach one day.
Oh, dude, I have
Daytona Beach is cool.
Yeah.
I like the sandbar.
Yeah.
We went out to a spot where like the sandbar, you walk out like I don't know how many yards, and then you're back in like waist deep water. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
this is crazy.
Yeah, because there's a lot of spots, like even in like Fort Lauderdale and Miami, how there's like the sandbars out there. Then everyone like brings their boats out, and it's just like one big party. Yeah, it's fun.
It was cool. It was cool because like Cocoa Beach is a little different because Cocoa Beach was like, there's people out there hanging out and whatever, but it wasn't anything crazy. Like Daytona Beach, there's people with quads riding up and down.
Dude, we did the Daytona 500, and that's an entire week, dude. Just one big party.
Damn.
And it's oh fuck, it was insane.
Just party mode for a whole week.
Yeah, because I was back when that was 2018. Yes, I was 24. Yeah, and yeah, dude, that's
the life of the party, man. Dude, you're in your prime.
Yeah, it was like that party, but every weekend. Yeah. It was nuts.
Do you miss it? Sometimes, I guess.
The partying stuff, no. Yeah. Not at all. Yeah. I don't. But I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed living like by a city. Yeah. I guess like in a city because I would walk everywhere and or just take like the Lime scooters because they would be like right outside my door. Oh. So I'm like, oh, sick, cool. Like I'm gonna take this today. Yeah. And then just go do whatever. But that's then, dope. I had season tickets to the Marlins. I had season tickets to the Dolphins. I went to 2 NASCAR races.
Damn. My last guest, Alex, is actually going to the one that's coming up here like this weekend.
Oh no shit.
Indianapolis.
Oh damn.
I think is what he said.
Hell yeah.
I think he leaves today or tomorrow.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I don't watch NASCAR.
No, but
dude, it was cool.
He was telling me for like 4 people, they got infield in a camper. Yeah. For like $3,000. Yeah. I'm like, what? Yeah. And then like some of the guys that drive, they go down there and party with everybody. Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, that's sick. Yeah. I was like $3,000. I don't even watch. I mean, I've watched NASCAR a couple times. Yeah. I don't really follow it that much as I'm not religious like some of the people with it. But for $3,000, I would definitely do that.
Yeah, dude.
Just sit infield and watch the races. Yeah. I mean, I don't drink anymore, but if I did, I'd be fucking hammered.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Sitting on top of my camper.
The first NASCAR race I went to was Homestead, Miami in 2017. And it was the Championship 4 race. So that was like the final race of the year. Yeah. And it was hot as shit. There wasn't any cover. Oh, you're just out there all day. And super loud. There's nothing else to do but to drink. So I got absolutely hammered. But
it was hot as fuck.
It was hot as fuck, and I just I was like, you know what? There's nothing else to do. Yeah, just drink. Yeah. But then that was a blast. Yeah. But then you think about like Daytona. That's a whole week of that. Damn. And it's just go.
Just crazy the whole time.
Yeah.
No time for sleep.
No.
Your little 20-minute cat naps just to regroup yourself.
Yeah, it'd be nuts. No, it was dude, I was always going to sporting events or
damn.
traveling like up and down the coast, and
Yeah,
It
we
was
don't really
sick.
have as much stuff. We don't have stuff like that here. Obviously, we're in Yakima.
Yeah.
And even like Seattle doesn't have as much, I don't think, right? I mean, they have always something going on, but
yeah. I mean,
I think it's just because it's
Seattle's-
different.
Seattle's getting there.
Yeah.
I feel. I mean, but like with down there was I would go to like the Miami Heat games.
Yeah,
Um,
which I wish we had Supersonics back.
yeah, I think they will come back.
I know they've been
eventually.
talking about it for years.
Yeah.
but that'd be cool.
But they'll come back. Yeah, it was.
That was my first major basketball game. Was a Sonics game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think my first basketball game. I don't know what my first NBA game was, but I went to LeBron was. Yeah, LeBron came to Miami to play in 2018. I spent like $400 on nosebleeds, like just to
yeah,
watch him play.
yeah.
But it was yeah, I think I went to like 2 NBA games that year.
Mm-hmm.
NFL games went to probably 8 or 9.
See, I've never been to an NFL game.
I've never been to a Seahawks game
Yeah.
in Seattle, but I've seen the Seahawks play at like 3 different stadiums.
Oh, okay.
But
It's cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
talk about like food, tailgating in Miami, like for the Dolphins, it starts at 6 a.m. and you're in shorts and a tank top and
Just all day.
eat all day, dude.
Yeah.
It's amazing food down there.
See, I'm about it.
I-
I'm about it.
Dude, just go.
Especially with like all the Cuban influence and shit down
dude,
there.
Cuban food, Puerto Rican
Ugh.
food,
The-
Colombian, Dominican,
All the different islands.
everything, dude. You got food from like the Bahamas.
Ugh,
You got food from.
you're making me hungry, dog.
See, dude, I keep going because then you get people that move down to South Florida that are from like the Northeast, so like
Yeah.
New York and all that, and then they come down to Florida and they open up like family Italian restaurants.
Yeah.
So you got good food there too. Dude, just all over.
Just all walks of life.
Oh yeah, dude.
Just anything you can think of, it's there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I love it. Yeah, it was sick. And then yeah, there was so yeah, I went to 46 Marlins games.
damn. Well, with season tickets, I mean,
Yeah,
might as well get your money's worth.
yeah, it was yeah, I went to 46 of them, probably 40 of them by myself because I just love baseball.
Yeah.
It was dope. Yeah, there was yeah, so in 2017 when I went down there for the NASCAR race,
Mhm.
because I have family down there.
Yeah.
So then we did a tour of Marlins Park,
Mhm.
and then the guy like who was giving the tour said, "Hey, yeah, the Cubs play here like for opening day next year." And like right when he said that, I'm like, I'm gonna be there because
Yeah.
I'm a huge Cubs fan.
Yeah.
So, but then moving there, so that was pretty perfect.
Hell
But
yeah.
then but then like for opening day for the Cubs, I think I spent my entire tax return on a ticket to be second row behind home plate
oh shit.
for opening day.
Hell yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
That was yeah. And then I didn't get the day off, but I called in.
Well, of course.
So I was like, I'm gonna be down there, and I'm gonna be posting all about it. So
That's one thing is like,
It is what it is.
yeah.
But then, then
My request off wasn't letting you guys asking. I'm not asking for a day off. I'm just letting you know I'm not going to be here.
yeah,
That's how
it was.
That's how it is.
Yeah, I mean, like I told my boss, I was like, I'm probably not gonna be here, but he's like, well,
It's like, no, I'm not going to be here.
it is what it is. But yeah, that was cool. That was I mean, because they have like this. It's kind of like the Mariners Diamond Club,
Mm-hmm.
but actually, it's kind of basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, it's like all you can eat food, all you can drink.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally got a selfie with DJ Khaled.
Oh shit.
That was cool. And then, then I met Fat Joe, and I forgot who he was with. But yeah, then like I went up to them.
Just some celebrities
dude,
just chilling down
It
there.
was sick. And then I got some Snapchats, and it was of people. They were like, "Hey, so we're watching ESPN, is that you? And then I'm like, I'm like, hold on. I'm going to wave. And then I would wave, and then it would be like the 5-6 second delay.
Yeah.
And then there's somebody waving, and then they're like, what the fuck?
That's so dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, we did something kind of like that. So one year we were in New York, and I think it was, I don't remember exactly where it's at. We had to take the train to get there. It's one of the boroughs, Brooklyn or something. I don't know. But they had the tennis US Open over there in New York. And my father-in-law wanted to go. And so we paid tickets to get in. And we sat, I don't know, probably like 15 rows up or whatever.
Yeah.
Not anything crazy. And we were watching people. And I don't know much about tennis. But I'm there for the experience. Fuck it, why not?
Always.
And then we were right behind the booth where they do all the commentary, like before the game. And so we were watching it, and we're like, is that live?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So we called a couple people, and we're like, we called my brother-in-law, Jason. And we're like, hey, are you watching US Open? And he's like, I was earlier. So he's like, turn it on. And we're like, can you see us? And we're in the background waving. He's like, oh, yeah. So they took pictures of us and shit. It was cool. Yeah. But yeah, I've never been really like on TV, I don't think. I mean, I might have at one point, not even known. But that one I knew for a fact that we were like, hey, what's going on? And it was like right behind the two commentators, talking about the, in between matches or whatever. I took pictures and got shirts and, went in.
Oh, yeah.
But that was like one of my only big like events that I've ever been to besides 2 NBA games. But other than that, the 2 NBA games I've been to was when I was a kid. I went to a Sonics game just because my uncle lived in Seattle. It took me because I was a huge Sonics fan. Yeah. I mean, who wasn't back then? And then my wife and I a few years ago won a trip to LA, and that's why the Surge the stickers. Yeah. Surge made a comeback, and we entered in for a 90s photo because they were doing a contest for the most 90s photo. And her and I entered in a photo contest, and we got first place.
Oh, shit.
So they flew us from Yakima to Seattle, Seattle to LA. We got to stay in the W Hotel down in Hollywood.
Yeah, I love the W.
Yeah, it was,
that place is awesome.
It was so nice. Yeah. We drank some alcohol in the place called the Living Room. I think it's out front. I drank and ate in the bar out back. We met the Surge guys that helped bring Surge back, and we met Ashley, who was a Coca-Cola representative because it's a Coke brand. Yeah, and they gave us $1,000 spending cash, and we got to go down there for 2 days. So the first day was kind of our day, and the next day was their day. So we rolled around with the guys in the Surge van. They all you can drink Surge and all that shit, which we had to stop for water and shit because we're dying off of fucking sugar. Yeah. And then we went down to one of the beaches. I don't think it was Venice Beach. It might have been whatever's closest to Hollywood. It was like a 25-minute drive, 30-minute drive. And we went to like an old, like vintage store where they had like a bunch of like old clothing and stuff. Yeah. And this is when Periscope, remember Periscope? Yeah. Periscope. Yeah. This one, that was a thing. And they live streamed us going in there. They talked to, the 3 guys outside, and my wife and I were inside getting dressed because they wanted to dress us all in 90s garb. Yeah. And then they had us wait in the room, and they told us that we were going to meet a mystery 90s guest. Yeah. And we're like, oh, fuck, who is it? We're thinking all these different people like Will Smith or whoever. Big, yeah. Yeah. And then they're like, all right, come on out. And we come out, and who's out there waiting for us? Fucking Pauly Shore.
No shit.
Yeah. Damn. So we met Pauly Shore. He hung out with us. We Periscoped with him and all that shit. And then we left, went down the boardwalk, and we did with like some dance choreographer, like a dance thing. They filmed us. We were giving out Surge and all that shit. And then some dude was like, hey, Pauly, what's up? Talking to Pauly Shore, and come to find out, like, he knows his mom from the Comedy Store when she owned it. Yeah. And so they were bullshitting and getting in, and talking and shit and whatever. And then we ended up leaving and going to Burger King. And because Burger King had like their remix things that are still in there. And Surge became like Burger King became like their place that you can get Surge fountain wise. And so they did that, and they did like the Surge freezes, like a slushy kind of thing. And we were the first ones to try them besides
awesome.
like someone else. And then we had to do a non-disclosure for a year.
Yeah,
so we couldn't talk
yeah.
about it for a year,
Yeah.
but it came out like 2 months later. So it's like,
Yeah.
the fuck.
Damn.
And then,
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's sick.
and then we went back to the hotel, and they're like, all right, get ready, because we're going to have a limo come pick you guys up. And we're like, for what? And they're like, oh, we got you guys VIP tickets to the Clippers game.
Oh, that's sick.
So we got to sit VIP with Pauly Shore and one of his homies.
that is crazy.
And so it was wifey and I with Pauly Shore and some guy. I
Yeah.
don't remember his guy's name. And then we're kind of talking and stuff. And then people were coming down asking Pauly Shore for a signature and taking pictures with them and shit. It was so weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know this, like
Yeah.
how this life is, but obviously he's used to it.
Yeah.
And then the lady comes down. She's like, you guys want a beer or anything? We're like, yeah, I'll take a beer. And he's like, I got it. And he paid for it. And I was like, Pauly Shore bought me a beer.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Wiping that off my bucket list. It's
Fuck
gone.
yeah, dude. That's badass.
And he dressed up as, when we met up with him at the 90s thing, he's dressed up like the weasel and the fucking,
Yeah. Hell
his
yeah.
curls and
I love
shit.
that.
And he's like, what's up, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
That's sick.
Snapchats and shit. Took a bunch of pictures and stuff. And then this one. Oh, no, it's not this
dude.
one. So I have two of these.
That is badass.
So I have this one, and then I have another one out there. I don't know if I should grab. I'll show you on the way out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's signed by Pauly Shore.
That is so sick.
Yeah, so
Dude.
yeah, because I was
Damn.
like, bro, I can't meet Pauly Shore and have him not sign anything.
Yeah.
but I wasn't wearing my clothes. I was wearing their clothes.
Yeah.
But they gave us these, and I was
yeah.
like, bro, I was
Dude,
like, can you
that thing is
sign
badass.
this? Yeah, you want this one? You can have it if you want.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I got two.
Yeah, dude. I would. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. I got this one not that long ago. Blockbuster from Oregon.
Dude, I stopped there.
Have you? Did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Is it-
last,
Is it everything you remember?
I mean, it's more looking like obviously for not the original looks,
Yeah,
but it's close enough.
they're more modernized.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard they have like a section. It's like an old living room looking section.
Yeah, then you can rent it out. It's
Oh,
like
really?
Airbnb, yeah.
What?
Yeah, then you can rent out the entire store overnight,
No.
and you get a couch. There's a bed. You get a old like plasma TV. You get the old like speaker setups, and
What?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah,
All right. No,
I
thing
was
to my
looking at-
bucket
yeah,
list.
dude, do that.
That'd be fun, dude.
Yeah, I think I stopped there.
I wonder how much it is to rent that place out.
I looked it up. It was like, I think last time I looked, it was like, well, they were booked out for a long time, but it was probably like $500 a night.
All I
I
need is
think-
one night.
That's what I'm saying.
All I need is one night with two people.
That's what I'm saying.
My wife and I, and then maybe another couple or something.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
$125 a pop.
Yeah.
I'll sleep on the ground, dude. I'll be falling asleep right in front of the TV like
That
I
is-
did when I was a kid.
That is, see, because now, like with like the bat putters,
Mhm.
I think about it, I'm like, that's selling. I have to sell 2 of those, and I can go stay at the Blockbuster.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I would be dope.
Yeah.
I would, because at one point I think there was like 3
Yeah.
in existence.
Yeah, I think there was one in Alaska, and then Oregon, and then then those closed down,
Yeah.
and then then the one in Oregon, they're like, hell no, like we're just gonna.
It's so funny though, because
I think
like
it's badass.
I saw something that someone had posted, like a TikTok. It was a TikTok and then their reaction, of course.
Yeah, yeah,
And they're like, what'd be cool is if there was a place where like all the new movies came out and you can go into there and then rent them. And the guy was like, Blockbuster, we had that.
Oh yeah, dude, I walk like a mile to go to Blockbuster to rent movies.
I miss it. Now it's that fucking college or whatever in town.
Yeah, yeah.
But every time I drive by it, I was like, that's Blockbuster. I don't give a
Yep.
fuck what it says on the
Yep.
door. It's Blockbuster.
Oh yeah,
I miss going in there because we lived out in West Valley at the time. So
Yeah.
it wasn't that far of a drive.
Yeah.
And we'd go out there and pretty much every weekend we'd go in there and rent a movie.
mm-hmm.
My parents would rent their movie, usually some type of adult movie,
Yeah.
not a porno because they
yeah,
didn't have
yeah,
those there,
yeah.
but like an adult movie, like an action film or something. And then us kids would rent like a kids movie or something
Yeah.
more family friendly.
Yeah.
And then we would beg them to let us rent like an N64 game
Mhm.
or I think at the time we had PS2, so like
Yeah,
a PS2
dude.
game or
Yep,
something.
yep.
And oh my God, I remember going in there and just looking at all the new stuff. It's like, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Ugh. And then picking up all the snacks and stuff there too.
Yes.
It's a one-stop shop for your
Yeah.
Friday night.
There was once because I lived off of 24th and Viola, so
Mhm.
I mean right there.
You're not that far away
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
so
like on 30 something
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I miss going there, man.
Yes, we would walk from our house and then go to Taco Bell
Yeah.
on 16th and Nob Hill, then walk all the way to Blockbuster, grab something, and then walk home. It'd just be a mile or whatever trek.
I wish I was more like a responsible adult and stuff when I was when they closed down, because they had the old gumball machine in there they were selling.
Dude,
And they had so much stuff in there they're selling. That was
Yeah.
Blockbuster stuff. I wish I could have bought some stuff, but I didn't. And obviously now if you wanted it, you pay top dollar.
Yeah.
Because they had stuff, they were getting rid of it for cheap.
Yeah.
Because they're like just getting rid of everything.
Yeah, I think. So, what year did they close down here in Yakima?
I can't
Do you remember?
I honestly don't remember. Too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon, yet not far enough.
I think that was before I had a job, so I couldn't even.
Yeah, I think it was before I had a job.
I couldn't even.
Or maybe if I did have a
purchase it.
job, I was still pretty young.
Yeah, I think.
Because I had my first job when I was 16. So
I think my first job. What was I? 14. I was a bat boy for the Yakima Bears.
oh fuck yeah,
Yeah, dude, that was my first job, and I was like, this is
hell yeah.
this is sick. I'm gonna pay like $8 an hour to watch baseball.
Yeah,
and
and then pick up bets.
It was perfect. Yeah,
and talk to the
Exactly.
players.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
I had to work Kings Row. That was my
Yeah,
first
dude.
job.
Mine was that one for the Bears. Yeah, I did that until I was 16,
Yeah,
and then just school and baseball and
yeah. School and sports
everything.
takes over.
Yeah.
Yeah, school and sports took over. I did Kings Row until I was about 18, and then after I left Kings Row, I did the apprenticeship thing for a little while, and then I started working at Shields.
Nice. Yeah.
I hated Shields.
Yeah.
But the money was good.
Yeah.
Because I think minimum wage then was like $7.
Yeah.
And I think they were paying like $12.
Sick.
So I was making like $5 more an hour.
Fuck yeah.
Which was great and then you work overtime.
Yeah.
So I was making bank. So
Yeah.
basically, I was living in Zilla at the time at a duplex, and our rent was $675 or some shit. It's cheap.
Yeah.
Duplex. I mean, I don't know what today's they would be, but it was pretty cheap. So I was paying for a third of the rent because we had my girlfriend at the time and then a roommate. So I was paying for a third of the rent, all of our groceries, all of our water, sewer, garbage, utilities and all that shit, and then everything else. And I still had money left over.
Damn.
Yeah. And then my girlfriend worked with her mom at the time at a lure place out in Zilla. And she wasn't making that good of money. I was making more than her. But basically her money, I would never like. The only thing she would pay is if she wanted certain groceries or whatever, or her part of the rent.
Yeah.
So it was kind of nice. And then this is when Walmart was open 24 hours.
Yeah.
When I worked nights, I would go there at like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Because it's like my afternoon. And the only thing they had was like the 15 items or less thing. This is before they had like all the different ones. So 15 items or less, I'd come there with a shopping cart, just full to the brim of shit. First time I ever did that, I was like, I'm so sorry. This is the only place that's open. And I'm off today.
Yeah.
It's my one day off this week, and I want to get shopping done.
That's
just
fair.
so happens to be today.
Yeah.
So what they had to do is go get another shopping cart, come up, scan everything,
Oh,
put them
no.
in bags. They didn't do it like 15
Yeah.
items. They can do as many items as they want. That's just like how it is. So they scan all the items, put it in one shopping cart, put it in bags, put it in another shopping cart. And then I got to the point where like when I did it on those nights, because it's nights and days you swing. On the nights when I did do that, I would bring up another shopping cart with me, and I'm like, "Hey, I'll be back." And they got to know me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they got to know me. And then that was kind of like my time because like my girlfriend at the time, she's sleeping. She worked days. So I'm like, well, I have all night to do shit.
Yeah.
Figure out what to do. So like this is when they had like the playable games in there.
Mhm.
So I'd sit there and like play
Yeah.
the games because it's like the full game.
Yeah.
It wasn't just demos; it was a full game.
And there's no one else there.
There's
so
no
you're
one
just
there.
like
I'm just sitting there playing the game that I don't have at home,
yeah.
so I'm just playing it. And I can't remember if I talked about it on podcast last time or what. But we were like, I play Guitar Hero,
Yeah,
and I'd sit there and I'd beat the entire game of Guitar Hero.
dude, I used to play that game all the time.
I still have it for the 360.
Oh no shit!
I have the first one all the way through like Van Halen or something.
Damn.
The only thing that sucks is like those controllers, the guitar controllers, they get kind of beat up, and so they're like, and then with like the new TVs, and because mine's like a 60-inch or something like that, like the delay is it's so fucked up. If a smaller TV is better, because it doesn't have as much delay. So like when I'm playing, it's partially me because it's been so long, but it's partially the controller and there's partially the TV. So it's a mixture of things. Because I used to play expert and beat the game on expert, so it's not the skill issue.
So okay, so have you played through the Fire and Flames on expert?
I don't.
Okay.
I cannot beat that level.
Yeah.
I know there was like the rubber band trick with the green and then you do everything else. Yeah. I only knew like 2 people that could beat it. His name's Cody Helms. I went to school with him. And he played that. And then here in Sela, there used to be the video game store.
Yeah.
Down there. So my her name's Sam Passion. She's not really a friend of mine, but then her brother Johnny Passion. Her family owned it, and so her dad and their dad passed away a couple of years ago, or quite a few years ago, from a heart attack, I think, or whatever. Their mom's still around, but when he owned it, they had all those video games set up in there, and Guitar Hero was one of them. And people would just come in after school and just play, and they'd play each other. Yeah. Well, I had my PS2. I didn't have a 360 at the time. I had a PS2, so I had the games on PS2. And this is when the Teen Center was a thing still here in Sela. And they had a TV in there. And so I would bring my PS2 and all my games and controllers to school with me, throw them in my locker. And at the end of the day, on days I didn't have to work, I would go down to the Teen Center, plug it in, and we'd fucking just have a Guitar Hero session. And then I'd bring like other games too. Yeah. But, you know, it was mostly those. Yeah. And then smoke weed and drink and, you know, hang out. People are skating because there's a little skate park where it used to be right there. Go out there and skate. And I just leave it there. And then, you know, it's time for me to go home. All right, guys, finish up. My mom's here to pick me up or whatever. And then bundle it up and take it home. You know, my mom hated that I bring it, but I paid for it with my money when I was working. So I was like, it's mine. Yeah. You can't tell me what I can and can't do with it. Yeah. So, and she's like, okay, well, if it gets stolen, then it's on you. And I'm like, I get it. Yeah. But I trust everybody here. Yeah. You know, I don't trust them now because I don't know half of them anymore, but I trusted everybody there at the time. So I never had any issues. Yeah. So it was cool. Yeah. So everybody would either go there or come to the Teen Center and play Guitar Hero.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then every once in a while I bring like, you know, Grand Theft Auto or whatever it was at the time. Yeah. Play it on the.
I'm going to definitely get GTA 6, even though I don't play video games anymore. Yeah. Definitely going to buy a whole new console just for that game.
See, I haven't even played GTA 5.
Because it's like, it's like South Florida. I mean, it's like it's GTA home. Florida. So it's nuts.
So you're gonna go down there and like, oh shit, there's my old house.
Yeah, like holy shit. Well, yeah, because the like the trailer for
Isn't it like the whole state?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah. Dude.
Into the little area. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
You see that video of a guy who was on Spider-Man? He was playing Spider-Man. I think it was maybe Spider-Man 2. And he's going through the town. I think it's in New York or something. And he's going through and then he finds his house.
Oh, shit.
He pulls up and he's like, this looks familiar. And he pulls up and it's his house. And then he like looks outside and then he goes outside to his front of his house and it shows you. And it looks exactly like it is in the video game. And I was like, dude, that's dope.
Have you played Flight Simulator?
No. Well, I played the old ones way back in the day.
Yeah. So the new one for, it's like, I think it's Microsoft actually. It's the Microsoft Flight Simulator. So the map on that game is like programmed with the internet. So it's live look of everything around.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So it's like a updated like Google Map kind of thing.
It's pretty sick.
So you can fly over your own house essentially.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if you see like little U's outside.
Oh god. Yeah.
Or something. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of scary almost.
Dude, yeah. It's cool. But then
crash a plane into your ex-girlfriend's house or something.
I wish like houses like blew up on that game, but yeah they don't. Yeah. I tried.
Damn.
I tried crashing. Yeah.
It was an ex-girlfriend's house, wasn't it?
Boom. But yeah, no, dude, it's
the technology now, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Imagine doing that like with like a VR or something.
Dude.
Flight simulator with a VR.
Have you tried the Apple Vision? You should try that.
Pretty
I mean, like, if you have the chance for that, try that.
I used to have
It
an
is so
Oculus
sick.
at one point.
Yeah.
And I sold it because it was just giving me a headache.
Yeah.
I downloaded a couple games for it, or a couple of the simulation things for it and stuff, because some of the stuff in there costs money.
Yeah.
I did like some of the free ones, and it was cool.
Yeah.
It was dope, and it come with a like, little controller or whatever. It was fun, and I ended up selling it because I got a new phone and it didn't fit in there or something. So I don't know, but it was pretty dope. It was pretty cool. And then we went to the fair on last Friday, and my kiddo did the little VR inside the STEM building. He liked it. It would be I eventually like to get another VR thing, but for me, it's just kind of what the Virtual Boy did to me back in the day. Yeah, headache. But the one VR thing I did not have a problem with was the one at the Meadowbrook Family Fun Center. Have you done those yet? Yeah, so they have like the whole Omni setup.
Oh yeah.
So you have the head thing, you have the earphones or whatever, and then you have like 2 controllers. They put you in like a vest thing, and then you can walk on like the infinite treadmill.
Oh shit!
So you actually like walk through stuff. Yeah, it's cool. It's only like $10 a session.
That's not bad.
It's like 5-minute sessions or something like that. And we did one like last year. We were going to do it this year, but we ended up not doing it. Last year we went there with family friends, and their kid wanted to do it, and we ended up doing like the haunted house one. So basically all it is like, I think you have a camcorder and a flashlight, and then you start as a group of 4, and then it ends up splitting it into 2, and then the 2 split up into singles. Yeah. So you're basically walking through a haunted house by yourself. Oh, no. You can hear everybody. Yeah. But like you're in there, and you're recording your flashlight, and then like turn around, there's a little girl behind you, like, oh fuck, you know. So obviously it's still kind of like cartoony graphics. Yeah. But like you're so immersed in it that it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah. But it was fun. It was cool. And they have like zombie shooters, and then like battle royale type situations and stuff that are pretty cool. And they're only $10 a session. That's not bad.
No, not at all.
But if you buy the all day pass for $40, I think you can go in there limited times.
That's probably the move.
I think
that's probably the move,
because it says on the Unlimited Pass VR arena. So I'm assuming, because it says unlimited on the thing, so I'm assuming that just means you just continue going. You probably have to take a break in the middle somewhere sometime because of safety reasons or something. But if you're going to be there all day, that's the move, is a $40 pass. But they're getting ready to start closing shit down because of winter coming. Yeah. So the go-karts, bumper boats, all that shit's going to close down. So
mini golf
may not be worth it.
All that stuff, yeah.
I have to take that mini golfing with me.
Dude, do it.
I'm going to take it real golfing with me.
Do it.
I need to go golfing. I'd like to maybe go next weekend. I don't think we have anything planned. Yeah. Because this weekend we're gone, but next weekend would be dope.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I will. I think every time that I go golfing, I bring one with. Yeah. And then 9 times out of 10, I sell it on the course. Yeah. That's just dope. Someone saying,
well, I'll start bringing it with me.
What the fuck is that? Yeah.
And then, you needed some business cards or something.
Dude, you know?
Do you have some?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I'll keep some in my wallet and then take it with me.
I have tons. This is here's on this. I don't know how many there. I think there's 4.
Hell yeah.
Check those out.
I'll throw these in my golf bag, and then I'll throw that in my golf bag. So when I go, if anybody asks, I'll be like, yo, here's the guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Local here too. He's in town. So if you need it.
Yeah. I can customize whatever.
Yeah. That's dope, bro. These are nice cards too.
Thanks. It was, I think I paid like $40 for 100 of them.
That's not too bad. Yeah. And you did all the stuff on there?
Yep. Yeah. I designed all those on Canva.
Oh, okay.
And then, and then because they just needed like a picture of the front and back. Yeah. And I bought those one day.
Canva's pretty chill. I like it.
Oh,
I just started learning how to use it.
Dude, but it's pretty cool. It is the shit. Yeah. You can do anything with that. I mean, dude, there's so many like little like tricks and
it's cool because you don't have to buy like a whole ass program to do stuff. It's like
I think I think that's the only thing that I pay for monthly,
Yeah.
but I use it all the time. And then especially like when I did, I guess like the podcasting, like for like, and then like thumbnail and stuff,
Yeah.
Canva.
Which I need to start doing because my thumbnail right now is just our logo.
Yeah,
Eventually,
dude,
I start doing
there's
stuff.
well, yeah, because like and like in Canva, I mean, like if you spend like a few hours on like coming up with like a template
Mm-hmm.
and then just plug and play like every episode,
Yeah.
and then just like
Change the wording here or
Exactly,
there
yeah,
or the
yeah,
background
exactly,
or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, and then
Might have to just do that one of these days.
let's see,
Till
yeah,
I get some downtime.
because I can show you how to do all that stuff.
Dude,
If you
I'm
want.
down. Well, you're here in Sela, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude. You can come up here. I can go down there.
Yeah.
To your house.
Yeah.
Where do you? Well, not specific. We're
That way,
way
out that way.
Oh, way out that way.
Yeah.
Out like way out Weenass area.
Close to, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Not that far.
No.
My parents live out by the Lake Weenass, so
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's far.
that's a drive.
Yeah.
Especially when they're like, "Hey, can you go do something for me real quick?" I'm
Yeah.
like, it's not a real quick.
Yeah, no, it's a whole half day event.
Well, that's a half hour there and half hour back.
Yeah, for
So
real.
it's a full hour road trip.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, like if you need help with any of the podcast stuff,
I appreciate it, man.
dude, I got
That's
you.
awesome.
I mean, like I love helping people out, like to start podcasts.
Yeah, and hopefully
And
I can
anything-
help get you some more sales on that.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to come up with like not like a like an ambassador program, but like I'm trying to figure out ways to like help people also make money selling or getting sales for me.
Oh, I don't need anything like that, man. I'll just promote it for free.
Well, yeah, then
I'll
pay
promote it on here, and then I'll promote it every time I go golfing.
you. Deal.
I have a couple friends that are golfers. Actually, quite a few friends that are golfers.
Yeah.
Every time I go golf with them, I'll bring it and be like,
Hell
yo,
yeah.
bro, check this out.
yeah.
Try it out. Try it out.
Yeah.
You like it? Yeah. I know the guy.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Fuck yeah.
Give him a call
Yeah, dude.
or email or message him or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is your
Yeah, you just scan this on the left side, I think is
it says contact.
how to contact me. And the right side is my 18 birdies.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
then-
so you can
get
see
you on
me
the
on
app
there
too.
and see me where
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
playing at and where I'll be and when, and you can
I need to check.
Fine.
I downloaded the 18 Birdies app one time, and I think I signed in, and then I never used it, and ended up deleting it. But I should probably go back on there,
yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, I don't have the pro version or whatever.
Yeah.
I just have the free one and it does exactly what I need.
Huh.
I mean, cuz I don't use the app for like yardages.
Yeah.
I just use it just to put my score in there,
Oh,
just so I can keep track of what I
Yeah.
did on where at and when and
yeah.
averages and
Yeah, that's good because I don't even know what my handicap is or anything. That just does it for you, doesn't it? If
Yeah.
you put in your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't know where mine's at
yeah.
because I don't usually. Well, like there's some days where I'm like, I'm gonna take this serious, and I go out and fuck around. I'm like, you know what? I'm just playing.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, cuz for your handicap, it's like they take your lowest 4 rounds out of 18, I think.
Mhm.
Or one of those numbers,
Yeah.
and they do some weird. I don't know how to do
Some
it.
mathematical,
Yeah,
some shit
But,
that smarter people have thought of before us.
yeah. But I mean, I understand the handicap system, but it's yeah. I mean, because there's days where I play like shit, and then there's
Oh, yeah.
days where everything is perfect.
Yeah.
And then
There's
there's
been days where I go to Fisher and I'm on the green every single time, and there's days
Yeah.
where I go to Fisher and I have to hit 4 times to get up to the
100%.
green. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on today?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just can't be peak.
yeah.
We're not
no.
professionals either, so
Yeah, no.
those professional guys, they're peak every time. They have to be.
Oh yeah, they're nuts.
Yeah.
They're
But they
insane.
also golf
all the time.
15 hours a day, most likely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, they actually practice,
Yeah.
and that's probably one big step further than a lot of us.
Yeah. A lot of us, like when I go to the driving range, most of the time I'm just going out just to fucking hit some balls.
Yeah.
Release some energy.
Yep.
You know, like pissed off about this. Okay,
Yep.
now I feel better. Pissed off about this.
Yep.
And then sometimes I'm actually trying to hit
Yeah.
stuff, but it's hard like on a mat compared to like
Yeah.
the actual ground with like an iron, for
Yeah.
instance, because it hits different.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
You know?
I'm gonna hopefully I'm gonna see if I can buy a simulator.
Ooh.
I think I want to get one of the smaller ones.
Have you been to
the
that?
Rapsodos.
Have you been to that We have two simulator places in
Yeah,
Yakima now.
I've been to 9 Iron.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been there once
Yeah.
or twice.
I haven't been to 9 Iron yet. I haven't been to either one actually yet, but I heard it's fun. I heard it's kind of spendy.
Yeah.
But I heard the putting is kind of weird.
Everything you heard is exactly right.
Yeah. I heard
Yeah.
like the actual driving and hitting isn't that bad. And
Yeah.
it's kind of cool because you can go to different courses or whatnot.
I just don't know if I trust the outcome of it.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact if I drive the ball and it says over like 250, that's a fucking lie.
Right. Unless you got wind coming behind you, I guess.
Like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But it I mean, so I just became a member at Elks at there, and then they have the driving range, like the grass range there, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that full advantage.
That's one place I haven't been to is Elks.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of friends who are like, yeah, just sign up, bro. I'm like, I just haven't had the time or the money to do it yet. I need to eventually because I like to play. I do like playing on cheap courses like Fisher or Westwood.
Yeah.
But when you go to nice places like Sun Country, then you're like, oh, I need a nice course sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You don't have to worry about
definitely
standing water in the fairway or a bunch of divots on the green.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks is some of those places, if you don't play up to speed, some of those guys are like get on your ass.
Yeah.
And some days, I guess that's maybe why those some days that I don't plan on playing serious, I just go to like the cheaper place.
Yeah.
But then those plays where I'm trying to like, see where my skill's at.
Yeah.
Probably playing those harder ones.
Yeah. It's tough too because at Suntides they have tee times every 7 minutes, and like Apple Tree and Elks it's every 10 minutes, which makes a huge.
I can
difference.
do 10 minutes. 10 minutes is way easier.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
But 7 minutes, I think, because the last time we played at Suntides, we were backed up after hole 1.
Yeah.
It was just like, fuck, this is going to be a long day.
Yeah. Usually when I go to Suntides, if it looks busy, we usually just play scramble.
Yeah.
Because, it doesn't matter. Obviously you're still hitting your ball.
Yeah.
And you're still hitting, from wherever. So it's not that big of a deal when you scramble. You're still getting the fundamentals down and stuff. The only thing is like if you hit a real fucked up one, you don't get to play from there and try and fix it.
Yeah.
So that's the only bad thing about it. But because you're not going to be hitting in the fairway every single time. Yeah. At least I'm not.
Yeah.
I
think I've only done that one time. I think I had one day. It was at Apple Tree back in June, I think. And I was with a buddy of mine his name's Colby, and he drove from Walla Walla to meet me here.
Yeah. Because
he was on the way back to the west side, and then I like to drop it off a bat putter to him, and I just had an amazing day. I shot an 81 that day.
Oh damn!
And it was just great.
Yeah.
It was a great day. Everything was perfect. He actually played the front 9 with the bat putter.
Oh really?
And he still, he shot an 80.
Wow.
It was
damn.
It was nuts. It was nuts.
Yeah, it is, same thing with, I guess, anybody that's decent with anything. You can usually use anything.
Yeah.
If you're a decent golfer, if someone hands you something like that, or or even a cheaper putter, you can still usually hit with it because it's still the same. It's just a different style or whatever. So, yeah, kind of cool. It's kind of funny because I almost last year I didn't do it. I was thinking about it, and this year I was really contemplating on putting a hockey stick in my golf bag. Like
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
they actually sell Odyssey putters. They do a Happy Gilmore.
Oh really?
Putter. Yeah.
That'd be funny. They're probably spendy though.
I think it was like $200.
It's not bad for what you're getting, but it's kind of
but
more novelty.
Well, it's like that.
Yeah, but still,
it's
more novelty. But so is like the 69-degree wedge.
Dude, I almost bought one of those.
I'm still contemplating. It's only $100.
Yeah.
Shit, why not?
Yeah.
Plus, you got something 69 in your bag.
Yeah. No, I have. I think in my golf bag. So I have I have a 1-iron in my golf bag.
Mm.
And then yesterday, or the day before, I found a Ping G20 3-iron at a Summit Thrift for $5.
Damn.
That was a great find.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can find some crazy golf clubs out there.
I found some Titleist woods at a yard sale a couple years back.
That's what...
And they were only $5. The only thing that needs to be done is they're regripped. I just need to
easy.
regrip them.
Yeah.
I have them in my bag. I've only used them a couple of times.
Easy, yeah.
But I don't really use woods very often.
Yeah.
Because I usually drive fairly decent.
Yeah.
And then from there, unless it's a long one, I can usually iron it.
Yeah.
I don't really need wood, but I have one just in case.
Yeah.
Because if I'm like too far to drive, but not far enough to iron, I'll have that wood in the middle. But I probably just need to get some hybrids eventually.
Yeah, I've used I used my 5-wood twice.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'll just use like a 4-iron.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think because I've topped a ball with the wood once, and I said, "Fuck that! I'm not doing this shit." Like, I mean, because I can hit it decent. Like with my,
I top it most of the time with my wood because I've tried it multiple times.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I do get a good contact, and it sails.
It looks so nice.
It
Huh?
does,
and that's why you
nice.
golf. That is the shot. You're like, this is why I love this.
My favorite part of the day is hearing that first ping from your driver.
Yep.
Ping, and
yep.
You just go straight, and you're just like, "Yep."
Yeah. I don't know about hitting it straight first shot of the day, but
my first one usually is pretty straight. By the time I start getting to like hole 18, they're starting to hook and stuff because I'm getting tired.
Yeah, mine's the flip around.
The opposite.
Yeah. I'll slice it the first shot of the day, and then I'll play from the 10th hole to the first green.
Yeah.
It'll be over every time. Yeah.
Yeah. Just mulligan the first shot. Like I get one per day.
No, play it. I'll play it.
Right.
I'll play it. I mean, you sit over trees.
Mine usually, especially if it's like when I first started golfing again, like at River Ridge, mine would usually go in the water or go over in 9, and I'm like, ugh, these guys are teeing off. I'm just gonna hit another one.
Yeah. And
I'll play from that one. Get the jitters out.
Yep.
Get the first shot out, and like, okay, we're good after that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just cruise.
Yeah, fun stuff, man. I love golf. It's just one of those sports. I always made fun of it for the longest time. Especially, I wish I would have done it in high school because I had a golf club in high school, and I wish I would have done it because I'd be a lot further along than I am.
Yep.
But I was like, golf. What kind of sport is that? It's stupid. And then you start playing, and you're like, okay, I see it.
This isn't too bad.
I see the appeal.
Yep.
The first time's usually fun because you're like fucking around.
Yep.
But after that, I always tell people, like, have fun. This is your first time. It's going to be the only time you ever have fun.
Yep.
After that, you're like, fuck.
100%. Yeah. There's because I wanted to like make it fun again. Mm-hmm. And then I wanted to see if I can sew together and make my own bag.
Yeah. And
then fill the bag with every single piece in there is like custom done.
Yeah.
And I made custom wedges, a 48, 54 to 60.
Damn.
And it was all. I'll show you a picture of them. They're actually kind of cool. I think they're actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
But there's I just wanted to make it different and not. Oh, actually, let's go. Yeah, so like custom grips, matching and pinstriping, and they got bored, so I wanted to.
Damn, those are sick.
Thanks. Yeah, there was
I like the color scheme on them too.
Thanks.
It's kind of like almost like a.
And there's the bag.
Tropical kind of Florida type look.
Yep. Yeah, and then I figured out that I needed a. So because the bag didn't have like a stand or anything, so then I decided to. If it shows it. If I ever done, so then I took these 2 golf clubs and drilled them together, and they hold the bag.
Oh, and shit!
Yeah.
So you use that as the stand.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, I just wanted to make everything all
Just fun.
custom. Yeah.
Fun and custom.
Yeah.
Well, shit. And that's the talk of the course when you get there.
Yeah, dude.
And people see it because there's
Yeah.
usually you're waiting in
Mhm.
line for your, and then you start talking
100%.
to people.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Where'd you get that bat?"
Yep.
I made it.
Yep.
Where'd you get that cover? I made it.
Yep.
The fuck is that? You got a baseball bat?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's butter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Let me try that out.
Yeah.
How much?
Yeah. No, it's
and then
it's
next
fun.
thing you know,
Yeah.
you got another customer.
Yeah.
Or if not him, one of his buddies.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
the hard
dope.
part about, I guess, like that, I mean, because, yeah, like it is like a novelty item. But like once you buy one of them, you don't need another one.
Yeah.
So you have to think outside the box and
Right.
push more and try and get it out in front of people.
Right.
But now we're cruising. And
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome, man. I'm glad it's picking up and doing something that you enjoy. And I mean, obviously not getting rich off of it, but you're being able to fund your hobby
yeah,
and continue with it.
yeah,
And then who knows, maybe eventually later on market it to the right person.
Mhm.
You get some big name that comes in, or maybe even bigger, middle name or whatever comes in and is like, "Hey man, I want to do like 1,000 bats."
yeah. So if anyone does listen to this and they want 1,000 of them, I already have it all priced out.
Yeah.
So I already.
Oh shit, there you go.
Yeah. I have like I said, like, I love Excel sheets
Yeah.
for some fucking crazy reason. I just like to be organized and
Yeah. It's that organizational stuff.
dude, I'll show you after this. It is like very
It's crazy.
OC. Yeah, dude. But I mean, I'm always scheduled,
Mhm.
and then I know like when to work on stuff.
Yeah.
So I know I can get everything done.
Right.
I mean, it's let's say, because this week, so my son was with his mom for 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
and then because they had plans, so then I had no kid for the past 3 days.
Yeah.
So it's been and I knew I wanted to get that patent out
Yeah.
and get that started, and I knew that I wanted to just work on this whole thing. So was it Monday? I took the day off of work because I was gonna take my son to the fair.
Yeah.
But then he went with his mom. So I'll just take him Saturday. But so then I worked from noon till midnight on the putters
Yeah.
and everything, and then
It's a full 12-hour day.
Tuesday.
And you're not paying yourself.
No. And then Tuesday was Tuesday. I had a full day of work,
Mhm.
and then I had to finish making some because I had to get shipped out.
Mhm.
And then I had my Elks initiation day, so I had that whole thing, and then that got done at 9, and then I went home and worked in the garage until 1.
It'll be cool now that you're Elks member to get a couple of those in there. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
It's like, hey man,
Net,
I know this is kind of funky, but like,
Network.
would you guys
yeah,
be against me putting one or two of these in here?
Yeah. Do that, and then see.
And you get some guy that's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. See, what is today? Today's Thursday. Yeah, today's
Yeah.
Thursday. Yesterday was another 8-hour actual work day, and then got home, worked from 6 p.m. till like 1:30ish in the morning.
Damn.
And then we wake up at 6:30 and go to the other job. And then today, got off work and then went home, showered because I forgot I haven't showered because I've been just working the whole time.
Yeah.
And then then this, and then I'm gonna go home and work until probably 1 a.m. 2 a.m. again.
Fuck yeah.
And then
Yeah, after this, I got to pack. Other than that-
dude,
Other than that, what time is it? I don't even know what time
10.
it is.
Dang,
Is it really 10?
10 o'clock.
Oh, shit. How long have we been going? Damn, 3.5 hours.
Jesus,
Yeah. The time goes by fast,
dude.
dude.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
100%.
So
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, let's
let's wrap this up, maybe.
let's wrap it up
And
tonight.
then you can always come back on another time.
Yeah, dude.
man.
Whenever you
I'm
want to just
always
talk.
I'm down.
Yeah.
This is fun.
This is like two podcast hosts just talking.
Yeah.
I mean, like I miss this stuff.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
Everybody that comes on when they're nervous and they start talking, and then when they're done, they're always like, "Dude, that was so much fun."
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's so much. But I try to make it as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, dude, this is sick. I think you have a good.
I appreciate it.
You have a good start, and dude, I think you could go as far as you want.
I'm hoping.
There's no limit to what you can do.
I'm hoping. Not expecting anything, but I'm hoping that eventually I can maybe not do this full time, but maybe like a part-time thing.
Yeah, no, there's always ways to. I mean, I meant to get out there, and there's I mean, like, cause a piano.
Yeah, my kids are playing piano.
Hell yeah,
that's my cue.
He's like, hurry up.
Yeah. So I guess let's wrap this up real quick, and then we can come back on another time or whatever.
Yeah.
So plug away.
All right. So my golf Instagram, which is where I do all the everything, it's at Mason Likes Golf.
Okay.
Pretty simple.
I'll put that in the show notes.
Yep. Mason Likes Golf, and then and then I post on TikTok all the content. Mason Likes Golf again.
Okay.
And I just got some lav mics, and am going to start filming golf, like actually out playing. So
hell yeah,
I'm gonna start that and get the putter out there and see how that is, and post whole entire videos on how I'm making these putters for these guys and exactly how I'm doing it, and like the small details, and just showing that you can create something and have fun doing it.
Yeah, keep me posted, man.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And then I don't know if you follow the page or anything on Facebook or anything like that, but my wall's open, so you can always post it on there if you want.
Deal. Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Yeah, if you ever need anything, just let me know.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Well, anything else before we go?
I had fun.
I did too, man. This was awesome. Yeah, we got to do another one.
I'm down.
I have so much more stuff that we could talk about.
Always.
I mean, I can't believe it's already 10. Shit.
Always, yeah.
So, all right. Well, on that, let's get out of here.
Sounds good, man.
All right.
Yeah.